onyankrumpon twadi apobo bibia se ne suba ne seso na odi obia de oba na sase so e ma ne se wo mra meye eno nti nya obi ye no menno mom and determine ye wo se wo ye wasase yeso esan se awie ni nyina no wo meto mo bisa se wo ye no ekosi sen mamu wa china mo wakoba afa mra dwumadie so the privilege morning show on Wontumi 101.3 radio ene wasana bosumi dan ne tosu dun kron ene ne efiada. Thank God it's Friday na foko beka efiada gbe yatena se ya bedwendwe Ghana ho ya de Ghana sifa pempapa Kwame Adinkra Junior Kofi into Frank wamala dwumadie omasese ede gu aponso from atim kwana na menu bremu Kofi asaro ni medin no do anya be sorry na yen sorry no na nya wo pese obenya nya pese obetie no na eno nkomo so na ye dia babeto anim bosse bayima I still baby girl ebotidom Peter Boachiya dom so eka ye ho adapay it's all about Ghana ene sania oman no esi eko anura ye yantiasa Kwame Nkrumah suaponum na honyo amani abeka yensa yesi akire sa aposifo bambofo a wono ewa sentimental say abmodi ahwe masundua ba ansa na yesi ye ni siye no na asentimental say bambodi atukuo ya regional minister Ira Simon Osemensa dano no nobody kind of cat bia babonte betudwa kire se eripa bi bo mutirim poso mba ye kire ewo Kwame Nkrumah suaponum ya asundua anyankompon twadi ampon enam bambofo so ede adom ye no wo betetia ne fa hodie so sa fa hodie no ana wode kata babonte betudwa kire se wo mo mabom mutirim po so be ye kire no sa dwen onyai esense empanyi se akoda waso ma ne maame nna no bentoa empane to sense bambo de tukwa wa sentimental mu no wale da ho nanura esiye no esiye anapai e ba se benya nim difo no ye no ma tin komo so baby anema kika kwa no baby Ghana bedro anesi na Ghana enema esitie no sa anema wa bi atwe oman bambo ekọ na ti ana na no pai e beti eno so eho enkomo dodo na no frefre se be ya omampanyi ye ensatraye ewo free SHS mu na afei senia sika ban di wuramu na ye de ye free SHS na Ghana ban be hwe na watimi a review no na afei yatimi ehu wamampanyi dada John Dramani mama abeka bi so baby Ghana gina sesie no san komo ye nkoma wase ye di anase sen ana wase hwe na etim etu wanamon wamampanyi kasa dia fa IMF ho anapai ebe so dia timi adi eho enkomo breaking the 8 aya dia NPP amanyoko no ahye ese kian ken o breaking 8 ade ba ko ne se efisam pemienu ene nwotwe bra na Ghana kwato aba na mampanyi na nado dakwakufa de dikan bekita franka dia ma NPP amanyoko no he nearly break the 8 enti se say de ade ba ko do makoma so ne se we break 8 no ebetia bam possible so den also de ka ho na we sabe bibia beti akoyie napko se wo ni gidi ewo aban esuade hu se obe you start e de ma wo no ase wono akoma no ense dan nyi nisa anopai e behwe na etimi edi eho enkoma wei ene nsem bia eho benya se de hu koma yeye anopai atrese a ye de ba ne da ba somwo Jumadian the privilege morning show on Wontumi 101.3 radio Wontumi TV ohe live saza ko Facebook wa ja message wo eno no Wontumi TV on Facebook Wontumi TV on Facebook afei ana do afidie na to ma mo akwaba amwache enefie ye nyina kamom ye ne betimi aye e beboa no my Ghana so ebe konanim atim kwanie from Kofi Asare mejo so enche da bokata no sam ye bebrew na poso na foko dwumo ana fei aso anotewa betena se ene no OBD concert eno mbeba na ede dwumadie no so ede atoa so Spanish 3 powers combined adowei don waso omkramimu den sanso na classic ultimate so ade nkuwe yaba ede baba so masemu food sauce eno enso ekwa mu na fei sidi aba company for so ekwa machi den ma ede dwumadie no edi eba kopim se no du bebo no so about nya patie nya peso hu prepare trasia ya de eba ha wontumi movement
eye movement wontumi ntake wonan mu bebu 101.3 FM
101.3 radio wontumi ana fe wontumi TV ana sabro ajebre na wo hwe on Facebook wontumi TV yebedi nkomo fa Ghana ho na de Ghana esi fapem papa anche bia no na aso anotewa ana fe na fo kodwuma ewram na ya de wokata no sam na poso de aba yakọ animu no ya yanimdifo ya eda no pense mo do am biegu aponso no ya na bedi ho nkoma so a na yahwe na eniwam adi enkomo efi no nwotwe pam sima be se duasa kwa animu no abedwafo no betena se na yasase na fensem no ya pense ahoro no abasa ani asere na edi amount tani awunim de bia na ye ne ma won sa pepepe anene so ya tena se na ya edi amount sidi ba company se menka ncho se ne wade do won so bia badwama so abeboa wo ya no so tobi na so no ma beboa pa di wadanse ma won so no wadanse edi abreme edo ne yemienu sidi eba capsules no ana ne ointment ana odi aba tani na sane so capsules ne beboa boost immune system no anwode ma pa wo pe na de ni padua na wakote yade awdo a aba ne padua so no ebe se na tinya boa wo na akọ edi afiri wo no edi amount sa so na ointment so wonam na ye wo ya ebebo adu akagema honam tutu e wo so no etu ase e de afiri wo e de amount ne nyina ne se odo be ko ba bi eto bido bia okọ akate no won se opesidi e ba company fo wanu pani bi oye capsules na do ointment ne so e de aka ho na etinya boa ama bia so eti akoyie na bibia so aye fine e de amount ene nyina ne se obe frɛ 0209 682836 0209682836 na ofra na ya joso 050576 I don't know uram ewo apedank heba obenya drone bi atom mesia ba obenya bi atom BT Royal Freddy Mens brother Gapsim Pharmacy obenya bi amen ana Tony K so ebi wonom kwata krade mensa ewo makasa ke wonom so no obenya drone bi na so watumi to na fe kanasi drug lane okwa obenya drone bi na wato Bose bayima yamadom na yehwe sa video wekitua bi na yefamra na before then abai anam asohwe kwadwuma so wawni kokko board na ka bomu na fo mabo asebe ya mamakwiafo betimadiye adonti afimu no wamampanyi abomodin wese akwiafo ndo kokko no yebegwom kokko ne so na dia ma wo mo na wo mo yi wo mo ye extension officers a wona hwe na watimi bo asebe ya akwiafo ne kokko no wote gusu na won dia ma wo mo amani abeto me pono so e kire se eduro fere se akatewura ya tron not for sale okwa sante chimpotem won ma ba bia amafo tonton se 50 cedis edoni ya tron not for sale no won ton 50 Ghana cedis na ewia betwan wa beka kire aban se aban enye ne niba yie aban enhwe kokko akuafo yie aban ama kokko wonsem akwa atwe hwe edura aban dia brel se wo no yetua wo kabosome kwa na kwatena ho odia ne so obehwe se omanfo no aba ama wotia kiro se o mafo no 1 acre 2 acres ebi half acre etaduro se ne beguso no na wote wona wo ton 50 Ghana cedis hwe bose bayenko 50 Ghana cedis aduro na yese faguk akuafo ni kokko ni suma wom na akuafo ni kokko ni enso no oton aduro no edis kadugu botom masada frefren kroni bum eye connection a womo a yele dwumadi na mo so omuni no eno ni connection mo ye connection ye wi abeka cha police for say wo be corrupt ye wi abeka cha aban pen for say wo be corrupt ye wi ani ye kaketa isen wasem wo na ban de wakotena wo say kwana ko akuafo ni kokko suma wo no wo ton aduro no ya ton not for sale no wo ton 50 Ghana etu wi abeka cha Ghana ban say aban nyina dwuma yie aban makoko akuafo boka aban makoko ewu but rather wo na aban ni tua kana do akotena wo say kwana ko we sabe ya omudwuma de betia ko yie na timi aboa no wo ton aduro no aban so na aboka ade sika wuram man di so mfaso but rather wo na edu akwasa kwada kwa eduma na kwa so aboso jaketua no wo ton aduro no eti omani etimo no saa na kwakwakoye omani etimo no saa na omani na kwakwakoye when you yan with channel, when you yan with channel, when you yan with channel, and take your phone and so no, and they a cocoa extension officers no, a tawamu. And a phone to be diable. Why? Your children also not for sale. A 2 quarter any at all not for sale no. I don't know because they be penny where yan tongue. Fertilizer, a buy no, a subsidies eba akwafono. Ube no be a kwakofa, no be a koba be no a town. Near Baba Yeti. Near can't be you can't say before mine no. My penny say, I been pen for say, but yen my timamufona ka and a sunny man ekosu. Yeah, you can't and a sunny man ekosu. It your mind maybe a bedroom no. A Greek extension officer say almost anti-achim. Tong. A drone 50 Ghana. No a ton wa jiska gun bottom. Diamena dom na onya be 9 bisi baby. Obekwa ne asiasa. Oh, aban fa bi maye. Ebi ni ho. Na kuafo obo aban so. Aban na edredi gukoko so no. Aban se bi ni ho. But rather na bi ho na ni pari de asie no wo peso wo ton ma ni nua na ogi sika. And a passport. There's a passport book nasa. Passport book no asa. But rather say ultimate the kofa obia ono a company bi ono no any passport office na ekwa nakrana. Now this kakase kofa no so no passport na the amount. But so kofa the due processor one more kakra ubaka 3 million no and your book na just be 10 years time and ansabeka. The troma mu say ade bia na is a connection. Konesen woman panyina na do kwa kufa do so te first half so nom ono de office so de amafo tuatua anwuma no ode am tuatua adwuma no so wo na anya adwuma ne nkoso but nipa no to no yetua ne ka bosome no konesen obia twa ne nyonko etina odwanini na wono akotachime akofa bayre ye de bayre makoma ko 100 man 1 million no waba no de betwa ne nyonko bayre wura no so chi bayre ya ono so bayre no to bako 20 10 cities no no watwa bayre no fia wanga na city no de man no so koto adie no ene etwa ho saa ane so man ma yeden o man ma yeden eti ye jai metwa wei ya anya dia ebetimi emama no mu nuana open passport okọ passport office si buku na san but ude ko 1000 cities mo be se buku no kira unya bia 1003 mo be se buku unya bia e se buku na nipa no nya na 1003 no ade don't mean 300 obra ye the due process after so betimenya Ghana. Jumadi a privilege morning show on Wontumi 101.3 radio na fe Wontumi TV and Sabre Ohwe yan no pay ye din komo obi di consult etnase na yabo enkomo anopay wo jumadi ne so na before then ye be kwaso na fe yetimi atoso na yakọ animwo no yane Daniel ayafanyi edin komo or educationist yane din komo on the free SHS say ye review anase ye ne den ensem no abanyi matie mo ma me se ni ma betum de wanya abanyi mate bibi abako de I see mo check my na ye check my say bibi abetia de mama na na timi adi nkoma ye di nkoma e wo my Ghana ngomasua ho sebe ya ngomasua betia ko nanim na baby abedu ya empenfo bi frase ke be ya mampanyi hwe na on review free SHS no eno nkomo na yedi abanyi mate
yo mejo so pa
afede dem papa se bibi abako de
ya me ekura yen kakra na won so
ami adum ni ahwe krona ekura mo bepem sabre na no bia anyame edi adum yen yen hwe o my Ghana yangomasua baby ababeduro no Japan ejemu sesiye no say na wo wonim die mu obeka dia fa ho ba bia ejina sesiye wo masua mu
yo mamenda se na memfa kwanya we sunchi a etiefo ne ahwefo nyina na Ghana Homasuana dear, there are a lot of significant issues we need to address and deal with them. Now, it is unfortunate, say, we have managers of the country, they are, they have their policies, but it seems they are not really ready, say, what they're welcoming any other opinion about the education sector. However, education sector no ye one very sensitive area. A hope na me na wo ye mma wokwaje entity any inimdie. Inti if things are not really going very well, indirectly it also means that almost future career, almost future plans, and even the future of the country are questionable. That's why it is important, say, in brano no, and as from time to time, no, you better say, na ya say education sector no, you review in your ma bako and be na ye to me a movie forward. Let me start with the release of textbooks. Just about 2-3 days ago, the Minister for Education, Edebetu Abonten, said, now, no, they have released textbooks. And he sounded so happy and excited. Say, ye to me, you release the textbooks. And I was like, no, this release of textbooks and the fact that everybody is excited should be a topic in the 1950s. Look, say education naturally it comes with books. So it's not an achievement to add. No, in think ye need books and ye in school. No. School is teacher, student, classroom, and all the infrastructure that come with the classroom and books. In fact, education is equal to curriculum. You can't have education without a curriculum. If you have not provided us with curriculum for the past 4 years, you feel we should be excited that it is like obi awa bobo sia wo now or share wo say within 1 week or 2 weeks or the baba now one famba now 4 years time or the yaba and now or say celebrate him or celebrate her say wait to maybe 2 years ago. Look, we should rise above certain level of debate and arguments. And one of them is that when you are supposed to do what is naturally expected of you, don't expect us to praise or thank you. Especially even in the case if you say there have been some delay in the provision of textbooks, whilst we are congratulating the ministry for supervising the production of the textbooks, and bringing the textbooks, they should also be ashamed of themselves that for the past 4 years, my child has never been able to read any official book recommended by the Ghana Education Service.
Right.
What this means is that Obana class 4, no, from class 4, class 5, class 6, J1 and an Obabenya official textbooks now we're ready. And it is a huge problem. That's number one. Number two, if you could recall, just recently, feeding became a serious issue. Make a feeding a mitre Indiana sema a go for
SHS
yeah, boarding. Yes, SHS for a boarding house for no. It became a serious issue. Some head teachers, including Charles, started said they were threatening the government, threatening said they may even shut down the schools, they may send some of the students home, and all those things. And also, me believe we say in the 21st century, currently 2022, we should grow above that level of argument. And as that situation, I say ye do school mo so ye need ye di and I say ye and papa and all that. Look, in more serious countries, they're already discussing how to bring innovations, how to use technology to advance themselves. They're already discussing the new models of learning and new models of education. We are here still discussing how our students will eat wache and banku and beans, and the food is not getting to them, and they are angry, they are closing down schools and all that. Into the some a serious issue. The next one, I remember the Minister of Education when they came to power, and not just the 2020 coming back to power. I mean the 2016, where in 2017 first term, no, where in 2017 they introduced the double tracking system.
Sure.
We were told that it is a temporal structure, but as a CCN, we are almost normalizing it. Nobody is now talking about it, and nobody seems to be putting down any policies. Ensure say double track, and we are ending it. No.
Now, that's what
yes, it is. That's why I said that it has been normalized to the extent that people don't even follow it to know say or want to say no. It is part of a SHS system. Yes, so we are not ready to normalize this double tracking system. It is not a normal form of education. The Ministry of Education should come out to let us know or outline in normal way how they go to ensure that this double tracking system will be a thing of the past. Now, we know that the solution is to build more secondary schools, because the impression of what the man say, number of JHS, SHS, increased by about 200,000. The last figure was about 188,000. That's the increment ABBA. And this increment can only be solved with the construction of more senior high schools. How many schools have they built so far? This is 6 years now in power. How many have they built so far? How many is left to be built? I mean, one mind all these outline, now you as parents, that will be said this double tracking system. Yes. Right. The next one, or final one, teachers were free colleges of education. You post this particular year, no. They were supposed to start work around February of this year. Now, say we are in August. Getting close to the end of the month, August. Could you believe, say, a significant number of them almost salaries in May? Even the processes leading to the payment of their salaries is quite almost starting say the Omobeko Regional Office of Education to get their staff IDs, to do their biometric registrations, and all these processes are salary. They have not even started it. And they are supposed to be in the classroom and be happy and be teaching our children. These are people who, one, don't have curriculum, who, two, don't have textbooks to use, and number three, they don't have salaries too. Is it imprisonment to be a teacher in this country? In Tianon, so we expect to say a buying order to share Begua way to make cheer ye teachers in so that at least, as I always say, in Colano, so if they receive quality education, if you know what the better. Maybe engineer, me sure so the a stranger be me fee no the basana or bounce be with neutrality and with oneness of mind and heart, yem pushy for the betterment of our education system for our own children.
Yamra Timra free SHS ya ene only idea bakwa Ghana ha offer bebia na yedi e ho komo the issue of say you be review and I see you review. Come here, say, a baby, Baba dear, or one about tire, or best of the banner, and who may sweat me corner in Mikai, or my pedagogue for at the SHS Quaco bear 4 years. About 4 bayano, or the bar back to 3 years. And then free SHS, baby, a genus a CIA, no, yeah, it must say review, no. A back or do baby and non sonia because Sabia, a baby and the buy it's a banner, Sacrana by the quad. Yeni floor send ye kokodru babia 4 years and about 3 years near the coin nafe na amani mano see the nyina faako den na wose ye sese wose ye timi ye mra bia na se ejina se no babia SHS na kodu no free dia wose ye tena ana se wose review no.
Yo, in fact, free SHS, now the context is that it is one of the most revolutionary policies that any government has ever implemented, especially in our Fourth Republic. Make a revolutionary, I'm trying to say, a policy be a very drastic, a barrier to come and help a lot of people. The more poor background, we really understand the benefit of this policy. maybe obi ofi rich home no may not really get to appreciate it. But look, whether you like it or not, whichever political party you belong to, whichever position you stand or ideology you hold, you can't underestimate the fact that free SHS is one of the best policies we have ever had in this country.
Okay.
Inti eno no one. Now, policy die eba. I always say this, that let us not complicate things for ourselves. Policy should be able to do one of two things or two things. Number one is to come and improve on an already existing system. In Tibia, the policy biaba. Policy near the Ayajuma, na yesha and sheda and koyi, a home fast one, a wofum, into yamfa another policy mbra na yen shese, ye be enhance the existing system one. In Quafa Watcher, yamfa policy bimbra na yembe ma one who enhine one kakranka. This is one reason that the policy ba to come and improve on an already existing system. Number two is for we also bring a policy to introduce a new thing into the system. Into BOA, there's nothing already existing, but when you feel say no, when I introduce this policy, it will come to help people. These are the only two reasons that you're introducing a policy. If a policy is not able to do one of these two, then it is not a good policy.
Say what you 2 year kind no policy way abeni mienu anayemu baku na jabako.
And it is even enough. It is a new policy. So it actually came, so it didn't come to improve an already existing system. It actually came as a new policy to us, which is very good. But nipa biyano, ubobra kudu baby nipa pimo at every given point in time. What's nase? Now we assessment of abrabo awabo, baby a ufriba, baby a webedu, and decisions to be taken going forward. We a natural part of every daily life. It applies to institutions, even in institutions. And when you go to every serious institution, every year, your end of year kind of program, SSC, and I assess our achievements so far, where we have come from, the profit we have made, and the decisions that we must make. It is in this light that whether you like it or not, it is about time we sit down to discuss the free SHS. Because it is about 5 years now. We have produced about 2 or 3 graduates from this free SHS. I believe, say, whether we are to review and cancel certain things or add more things to it now, it is good that we sit down to discuss it and see where we have come from, the number of people we have been able to help with this free SHS. And when I say the number of people we have been able to help, I mean that currently the free SHS is not helping everybody. Take, for example, Akwala Ofi secondary school Eba and a basic school Eba. A basic school no international school. A no chia 10,000 cedis no. Over the free SHS on who say you useful. On more because obetu wa afford it. Okay. Na yen hwe wo mo nso a genuinely policy na bo mo. Say nya policy yank when to man go school. One more so no yen group yomo. Na yen balance numbers and share. Say ebia this group way there policy na shada and the bomb be brave because whether the policy is there or it is not there, no, they can still pay their own fees. Into a mono policy no home fast or papa. Now you want another group or category one so they are from Sebe, poor homes kakra into policy na be bomb. Let's balance the numbers and let's see going forward, no. Should we continue paying for those who can afford? Or rather, no, we should pay for those who cannot afford. No one more between afford and Woska Yechia Momosisiano. Emphasize can boom encourage a feeding and I have a building of new facilities. I always say this that free SHS, whether we like it or not, there are significant areas that must be reconsidered. Number one is the inclusion of boarding in the free SHS structure. Look, akwalabia ofifie a all ba school mono. The parents are aware said they are responsible for akwalana accommodation. That is number one. Number two, deciding to go to a boarding school or a day school is a luxury. It is not a basic life necessity that needs the state to pay for it. Since the manner we have rolled out the free SHS, we are paying for people's personal decisions to be borders. It is almost like Obia Okakoto car. Non one casadie, Missika Beso Corolla. But also Ophelia Benz, feeling in quote, Ophelia Benz. In this kind of the Beto Corolla, no, and some Benz, but I'm not so Ophelia Benz in tea. Young in a Yankee Cascambo, the Infantry Amano.
Danny, Manamla Mukakrabina, Mefa, Sebi, I bet you boy and come on a dinner.
Yeah.
Yenim so my Ganani woman no school say SHS no o my mono enye o my money nyina community bia na wo SHS womu aduti na ye ekwani BC na ni amoma kwanya say to susuku a obekọ based on wo grade abenya ni apostu to school no ye ba say me fi achem heman ye wa poe mantamu mi grade dem nya ne ye ani ade mi aba asante mantamu ayemi maame na ka kire me se me nko school asantiment ma ye computer na se me grade me nya na de me kwa asantiment mu ntine wo beka ne se me ka se me ba asantiment mu na se me parent they take care of my accommodation ti maba na maba na se me bedru boarding house na ekuma se na me ba ye de a wo se me parents no e na mra metua eno ye one the other one am de ka wona bia ka beti aboa me kakra ye se category ben ye betinya faso de ehu ne se na na fo ko dwumo de wono no wan ho tam wan obetia ne best school fees aso no tewa de bia ontimi ntwan best school fees no ye nchemu mienu na ne fo ko de kwaro ntua na ka so de aban ntua.
All right, now these two important concerns you have raised so significant and important that we should sit and discuss the free SHS and possibly review it. Number one, you mentioned for example, maybe me cry na maybe go school computer na ma to Kumase into ye ka say me parents that want to fund the accommodation we say we didn't can you fall to, so why should they fund it? Now in the choice of in the selection of the schools at the JHS 3 level, the last choice or one of the choices is normally limited to a school you can be a day student. And this is told the student, all the students. Say, okay, number one, choose any school. I mean, the first choice. I think they have about 5 choices. Choose your first choice, second choice, third choice. Now, the fourth and the fifth choices, one of them should be a technical school and one of them should be a day school. This is a current policy they work with. So in other words, Akwalano, all of them have the liberty to choose a school that say the first to third choice is in Abonwa. He can be a day student.
On your first choice in this way.
Yes, on your first choice now, and you on one or choose is hard, and that's why I'm saying the decision to choose is a luxury. In fact, anytime you have options and you decide on which one to go, it's a luxury. You don't compel people to pay for your choice. Let me give you an example. Akwalano Accra, you will go on Preseko, you will Chimota, you will Accra Academy, you will Laboni Senior High. But also school senior also pepperempe ewo Kumase. On the decision say me pepperempe no dey in the first choice no. And say ye tax me baby afia na me hustle on the street me pay me daily bread no. Afi no Akwalane decision to go to prempe no have been taxed for it. And it should be discouraged. If you are in Accra and you want to go to Adisadel College in the central region, be ready to look for your accommodation or pay for your accommodation. So the school has accommodation, which is the boarding facility. But because it is your own decision to go there, please, when you go, pay for your boarding fee. That's very basic, and I feel say this one should not even be made say a hardcore policy. Parents should be called and have a discussion with them.
Right.
So it's not as if we are going to impose it by force. Number two, I think you raised a second concern.
On say where do you bet metia, where do you poor home? It one day be a young ketafo. Where the the background of Oscar, then the baby will say, where the Oscar, where the Oniscan, where the intern, the man. All
right, so let's start from certain basic levels and easy to identify. Now, if we have an economy and we measure the economic strength, there are people we know that are above a particular threshold. So take for example, if you are a minister of state, if you are a DC, so let me start from the local level. If you're a DC or a regional minister, a minister, so this political class, that's number one. Yemfa lecturers in the various universities, that's number two. And this one is even me. This is very unscientific. I make it mere observations. Okay. From many observation, we can list about 5 classes of people. We can exempt them from the phrase basically. So this is from the start. So right from government payroll, we can use the government payroll to actually determine, say, no, if you are a public servant whose salary is, let's say, above 2,500 or 2,200, you are exempted from the free SHS. So that's basic. Then we look for the informal sector. So you can agree with me that your market women and informal people, some of them have a lot of money, but because of informal, it is difficult to track such people. For such people, I believe strongly, say, this is how we are going now. Just as we still find a way to tax even the informal sector, we can find a way to identify those who have the strength, including talking to them to willingly come out. I say, the hardcore policy be I tell you, say, if we open the payment of the fees and this free SHS app, I know a lot of parents may want to come on board. In fact, when you go to the grade A school, some of the PTAs and some of the parents are already helping with the food and basic things via secondary schools and even all student associations and all that. So there's a way we can package this whole thing. Since the problem is that Abano take a position be as if say, we don't even welcome your contribution. It's if you're a parent and you have 500 Ghana. Now, school if you're a headmistress or a headmaster and you are not careful, you may be suspended, sacked, or punished for taking money from the parent. So we are not finding a way to contribute, to welcome contributions from people. And this posture is no good. Look, even the advanced countries where we go and borrow from, say the UK, the USA, and they don't practice this form of free SHS. So it's almost like Mia almost cannot answer Mia Okobosia on the Hono or drive the Corolla, but one hour Bosiano or drive the 8. Oh, that's 100. But I say, Daniel, my phone command pimping home. Na menawasi, Yami Adma Brepemon, best have a toss of baby BSCA. Na Yaquanim, the first answer, young Monsieur, I was say I didn't remember the woman the come ye say betty abuana, your manusua wobano. Bamsubeti me enya fa papa de free. And ye no so jafe me aso be for kodum say. I don't know say your manus be nya kwanya na jama go free SHS binti. Ye ka review ye no. Ote na yam sese no. Enti nyame adoma ye be say atwa nkomo no so. Yo, me da see dey. Daniel Feni educationist. So ye review free SHS and I say and one says the city. Binika mawa kwa bada. Aso. Atom. Bache. Yeah, ja. Hey. Oh, jai. O makai kan man peneda kufo pa o. Ade. So, o me dey say bi by Friday bia no. E also South African way.
we are proudly Ghanaians. It's Friday day.
Ghana Beyond Aid.
Obia bedidi African way show. Yeah, crew no. Friday day African way.
That one can't tell me.
It's a mompempan be my yense. Na dia say me wonim de opamoye.
Your friends say me bobro of drink is be.
Gab vs Afremix.
What say?
Gab vs Afremix.
Oh fine.
Aomaso.
Okay.
Gifty oba so no pa ba kokro kama.
Enura madam for lady bi ni kun frame me from Accra Kutubabi. O say obefa mentade nyina hoka.
Okay.
Na wasa sia pimpam de ba no bisa me say kwan be na me na na dia o de ade bro bia say
eno asa o de amane ka
ade bro bia nya de
na yakwa akwaje ne atuaka eti no ayi monye say on person pimpam be maya Friday bia my African way na ye nhye ne fa be dada ye ho na de opama tade we me amenu ba gifty okwa ahomaso a oba kama pa enti se wo ware se wo to bedin se wo bibia wo ye bia obepama tade na so
me sure say the producers ne send ba no bo she ba so saka so no so saka de o ya we so
saka ba ma me fa me number ne ntudwa
me number ne say
ne number ne ye 0557 bo she ba so fanto me so ma ye ma ho fe 0557 157601 0557 157601 gap verse Afremix awomaso no wonti de wo ye bia no okwa obepama show kama eti foko na de foko se wakasa
me man akwa ba wakasa foko ma che
bejo so
atebia Friday
erade adom nanso
boko na unim se na me ne Daniel din komo na foko bi sa me se atim kwa na ne Daniel kede se ne ndu se me nwi na
na okay kan be
atimpa
na no okay kan no
ne doctor to be fenyi kanu aya ade but menene nyadwu woni ma bebre ho nya ideas ni bebre ho a
ya be ka mo foku
you implement one the idea behind computer placement no e be collapse two free senior high school na nkasa kra no e be collapse
okay
yes because then na utimi di obi pay and the issue say yenyini free senior high schools none of the responsibilities ebia no oje 5,000 10,000 but none of the responsibilities no na no what no class say do oje ebia 3,000
na 1,000 class na to kwani
enti the situation owo mu no e wom say ebia oje 10,000 a month but we have the responsibilities are and so no baby a endu dia no so ekogina se wo yi ne ma anase ne ba e dey free senior high school ma masa wadi na wu the idea behind that no enya adwuma ana ne wo achese ne susu no bebiro ho a menene nyadwe
ana ayi
menene nyadwe oni bibi
e oka
bia baby a okan yankam ne be adwene se enka free senior high school no okona okwa kochusu school a ano so
ben
enhyehyɛ wo ho na ya bisa se ope free senior high school na nasa wo mpe wa ope no achusu wa wo mpe no unchusu eni nti admission no beba na wo be kono
obi abeka se ope o
admission no beba na wo be kono se wo ka ho a udi wom se wo nka ho a udi wo mo nka ho no
eno so pa me so me no wonya adwen eno wonya adwen akusamba me no wonya adwen na sense say what ma two options
yes
choose say open free SHS
ana say wompe
Ghana ha o kai nyum bi e ba say akwekwoto aduro ka mo say me obi wo hande me di che free obi e ma na so ope bi no
epokra
na so won free
good
epo
ana che o say omo a bia okura ususu say omo mpe free no hia wo no
omo mo
ana me kan say
enti saade we no once me di we beto ho eyi aba enti no kire say e bia wo ti ba bi wa dwe kra ne say asesi de hia asesi de mo ano why na ka kire wo
right
na ka kire wo
mama ti agoso
mistake kese pa
na foko ka say ho ne nya adwene no e ho me so me ne nya adwene because computer placement no ye nyina na e wo Ghana ha ye ya penso na ye ko school no na computer placement ni ho
da bi mamba ko hwe school
enti so ma mi wo sika e na high schools no mi mo school bi ade ukobi
ukotwe sika
so ma mi ni sika
unkobi
wo be kwa ase ho de na enti computer placement ne ba ye no ene ye hu ye ni ye hu sika ni de ehia ne wuti usua na ucha obekọ so free ehia fio u free sikani fio obia ko high schools ne bi enti computer placement ne de eye better
na nim school e ben wono so ana ye ka ho asem na oni ni ka say school e ben wono nye obia na nya sa privilege ni ti se bia asokọ ha ye we schools ahodo bebre ben ye no obi ati ba bia make say school ba akopɛ ne ben no enti ompene ho asem obetwusu ebi kura na ndi otifi obetimi akọ day but obekwa ye ma
but say obi ti askwa ha baby amas we but ebi baby askwa ye no cars ka be free baby or no tinifie wo baby ba amas ya kwa na yasem
so ti ase enti nipa no school na ben no na ye ma to end the fort enti onko school that year
we fa no pema SHS mamu ka biem
poya
no ba ne aka wase
ende beko
video be na mi show ni sesi on cocoa mass spray was former president Kofo na de bae eti afibia no nse kuafo cocoa ne gusu mprenu o se mprensa ne ma wo mo ai no mam de gun de e free e bi ma hyase etonton eduro no e de makuafo no ba ne me di wo ya on se nipa no a oto wade no ye da na ma ne se wo fem ko no okwa wo se asa ba okra sika na obeto bi dia ubenya bi ato e de ba be se ne passport ye ne obi passport se okoye passport a book ye se asa but se wo discama obi so onya bi ma wo dia o ma 1000 3000 enia de tie oba wo passport de ma ye biometric bi bia de ma wo
attitude of Ghanaians yesu eni e ban eni achichira nti so man no beye yi a enyina mampani so ejina menu mienu ya so because show wo ya do kokote office kitua bi one corner office bi usuba wo da na di no sie peja ye translate sa subana dia ko ebia do minister ebia nka wo agu o ma no but only the first person ebia be kasetia penu men kasedi empenufo ne ye ni nyina ye na mom wan kasa wo de odi dwa e wodwam wo ye mate ni wo ye driver ni wo de hwe usu
biometric ibi ena wako say o birth set naira enti wo pe copy no eti yakwa
na say voters ID card on be na metie ya no kakra bia minim o ma say voters ID card ya ma o ya nyiska ba say eira na akoya utua 5 Ghana
obetua ende obetua
but that to understand say birth set o ya sister series o de ya na corporate sister series ya me say jamani de ne de
me kwade de me yem say na 80
oni bibi
ena o kwa print na o se mam sister sister no ena o ma ska ena sika no wenya asesa no so o wenya mam 50 ente hono no na medune se ade anka ya fixed price
mu dia no ho
wenya asesa me nipa ne ma 200 cedis ena o ma 200
o so mi sisa
o se o we de mi ni sisa o sister na me se o Saturday na me se Wontumi jacket na me boboye esi me nisi so na so ene mo 50 papa o so de fabra
10 100 beso so
eno ni ase
e bia wanu fenti na bia o de 10 beso
e bia de chew bibi is that any Ghana card so koya ya nyiska but kwa ye no foforo
30 cedi
but da bio adena ye nchire mu ye ma ene no nya clear on say adena say wo ye say people ye kura me ton 5 cedis ana ayira ana ayira na me square na say me sa be from me sentia 5 then the committee ma ene ne gida ne ye ne fufu na na eyepe
two differences me ba man fa we sim
ma me kasem Ghana card no ye ko ye ya nye simple ya nye dama ebi enye bi Nanse ya obi kwa koye bia. Ya catch so offer 350 Ghana cedis in bra.
Onkwen woni fiana.
Dabi.
I don't know.
Dabi. Amu won hihye bia.
Nso okwen wo fiana omoji sika na.
But since I say omo release we bia ba say bia udin no ena bia sesaye anasa wo de ayira anasa wo de na amakra na say bia opese wo ba be yes corrections ni nyina 30 Ghana cedis.
Ene so maka.
Ese dan na. You no de ba be bi o metua 3.5.
Ni atie ni. Omo ade hihye ni nyina aba ebia ne price a utua Ghana card no. Ebia ne price a utua ehya no. Ne wayira ne de na wo ba be no foforo no. Ne bo no kosoro pa. Me giri se ebia adwe tachi ni se
obetumi ahweso.
Obehweso yi. Wo de yabom the mistake abam no na 30 Ghana no and dey wo form. Aha ebia mistake
ya ba na 3.5 no so ya sa o ya asoden a wan kwan kwa ya ntamana.
This ebisem ye no musuko.
101.3 radio Wontumi and Awute on TV, Wontumi TV, Facebook, Wontumi TV. Jumadian at the Privilege Morning Show on Wontumi 101.3. And I pay a fiada sene na fuku kan won. Obi di ko so tatena se e de boka tanim se na poso e ba. Ya abedwafo betena se na esemi ya do musuko. Agozia
ba ye so ne ya Bible wa ye nya
ye parane bi ko ni ade na ni
me kamechirawo e tane se aban ni image.
Yes.
Me wa enya sa na tie. Enti yesu ni ye ban bi wo ho a ye nya ye sa
etime ade ba kwa me ya ade wo ho pa ne se obi kaseti aban. No matter aban ne se oye. Say either NPP or NDC whoever. Bisa wo se wo den na wa ya. Ema wo na wo kaseti aban no. Because wo driver me a wo na wo for bi. Wo se 3 series 80 pesos. Ama 4 series ya wo for 20 pesos no.
Na me ma fa car from ejoso Ede baha, 4 cities. Na kwa branya ka cha mse 45. Meteka ni mihwe ni say ya.
What is it? You know kaseti aban. Ulu ko be na wa wo kaseti aban no.
Ebi amede me wo metuo. Na de onu su ni ne.
Enti uni.
Rapene nko na. Wa ho ya kwa kwa se na ba.
Yes, Mary.
Ya be yi nyama bebre dia ma kana ko hu se. Ba bia na so mu hu se no be sia yo mu.
Enti yanko anim. Double cut out of just so none of penny tin con sisi ni koto jona betina bacho na bakoni na poso ni fia hade wo ba etwe ni tia ya kano O B D ni achira se obia bedidi
wo ye konti ana o unity
ni na yeti konti unity
e bra bezo di ma BD yanko bosaba
busiafo yanko daily guy graphic democrat mu na wo ko daily graphic democrat okuni democrat ni mu na no pay mampani wa ni mu ha ana afen so pani wa ni mu ha na mampani ani methodist asafo mpani mfoko kohia ana waden samudu obi atodwa mampani se ma omeyi tibia ye wo mu no ebesesa niema besesa niema besesa Yesu tiasi niema besesa enchomeyi ye be free tibia ye wo mu no asa kodu ya tibia papa na ye wo mu no enti niema be restore mampani aka e de atodwa anu asem ho ana free senior school sie be review ana sie review no ano no presby asafo pani bi ade atodwa chese mampani be ya free senior school no but chese o review no ano so wasem no nti 2022 job fair say ebeduru 6,000 prospective employees nti no wasem no and a daily graphic the Democrat adiaba
where daily graphic here mama fa Ghanaian Times the Democrat no as usual or see most authoritative newspaper and fantoa so ene anopeye na suafo wo show mai adesua ho nsem so mia mikromu ni Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum ni mfonyini ene da ho no mobonfrete yi na anope na so e ho no mo no ene Tanet Limited IT contract bi a ekokoko so no saa so emienu yi wo mo chenchira ka pa sikasem bi apiem sai omodi sika ne beba fabra menfa masa ena no pay education ministry no ene sa adwumako we ekoso e wo hono ma no pay kratafa to so dunsia odi agibi na de konyina onso hwebi efefri hono moe na minerals commission nso so empanimfo ene kasa e wo kratafa to so edun wotwi ninyina ne say omumma company bia enkrata so omumma wura kwayebre tuo bi mu na omofa ne dwuma etenei sansam no ne nam hwie mu na kokkoso no minerals commission mo bi akrata so onfa de dwumedie bi a etesa eno so so de no eda ha sei ena akrata fa etoso edunu mu so no empanifo bi ekasa che Ghana ban se omo nam kuntunu kwase na omo de esam ena afi hwiti egbowure mu ewo ye man mu no aban no enkekan ho kakra na sa anoma no etuo entwa Ghana Times the Obokrata no pay and some pinua ewom na emom yensa wei ena no pay media somo
ma memfa daily guide the Obokrata ntwa so metiefo na hwe guide na anima ena no pay for ni bi ewa hanum nti mampani dia tudwa se yenye gidie ewo na ban mu yenye gidie man Ghana de hye yenye gidie ewo na ban mu eno wasam ewo ho ene ese curfew no I say yan sanship kina ewo boko nipa be 9 na afamu ahwere wonu mu nkwan ya oba ni mu a ese eja mama kane mampani John Dravani mama yesese nani abre mampani so pa ofiri senior high school no mu ano so wasem eda delegate the boka tanim ene ese ehyen bi abo obata bi ama say die one in the ba
oya juma where you just government hospital yes mama nespa
one in the ba enti ase aduane bo kosoro nti enya faako aba mama mu asem enti no asem daily guide the boka tansi wode aba betu jane no na hwe mampani dada se de wesi age ne ade atum se papa no mu afu
na ya asem enti na trasa yedu daily mono na daily no a ena yeguso a yegine Yanfa daily statement the Obokrata ne so entwaswe na enei no amampani na do dankwa kufodo ye bema boada bema wosi shoma zanu ham o se Ghana fo nyina abo
e ben twere bo na
woi wose afempiemienu ene eduro no 2020 de e akwamtempo afi dualization natural say akwantempo ahodro ne so a akwan ekokoso no anope krata na twere say e on course natural say fantini beka say orokodo papa 2022 mu nya asem ketwa eteno no eda soro ho na dipa so ena anope krata na twere say wo mu digana ni mu pa na ya achieve trade surplus eno so de no enie na Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu Awebas papa EPA executive director
former Bantama MP lawyer Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu the honorable
etanope doko nsufo nyini ene da ho no se na so ye no sisi ade wo mo fa strategy bi so pa ma communication no Woma yeniye ese honomo ama harmful waste no womo ede ababe boswa do pay krasafeto so mienu Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu EPA executive director nensa mono oji daily statement krata ne bi na anopay wakenka ebiefra we anope ba na breakfast
ma for the find that the worker tanso to aso metiefo here the find that the worker tananimu a wode aba betudwa na anasem papa bi papa bi o she jacket wasro no one ojina broni bi anim ne kasa no papa ne nyi jacket de onvania group ase ashama akosomo tema flower kwan no dualization no was a coso papa kan den mfantima orkodo nti orkodin na uhwemu a na chese kata no nimu ano was yoko Yoko for forwarded docket for 13 enua SDI 13 bia no go hu dia kwakoma attorney general eno ya katafa tosina na sansam no ewo ena afen so katafa toso enwotwe urabani to usubio Deputy Lands and Natural Resource Minister was it enya aban sede ni say compensation no omo mu prepare wa piate no aban ebeyo ana afa mampani di atudwa e the find that the worker tanim na some a worker ne say na nani abere na eye ne botan so de say wobeboa na ode ahome abere man Ghana this year e wotebia ye wo mu ndi ne wansemanyen
ene eye fiada eye boja ye edru fiada say dia na tresa ho keka no e wo soro pa made the new weekend crusading guide ene bewie e wo ye nkrata ne nyina mu na anopei Osha esuru hono ma koko bodo mpanifo so no mani abrese krodom yi ni nyina ne se fertilizers ayede ma ekuafo so mo fangugu wo mo koko no baye ne so na enso doso no yede ama no bonsa divert na akwakwesi fakoma kwaku na akwesi kwabana so bi hono mo kra na se de na achim kwa kan na ye tonton ne ade eno na ene koko bodo mpanifo red alert o mo issue eno so de ne krata fet so du edaha na krata fet so me sa eni edu se de mampani na ado wakasa se eni ose Ghana enya den ya emfa ne ntwetweda ewo ebeye yie eno so de ne da hafo ko edi kan ka hu sempi no ano pei efuna ba eni edi enti the new weekend crusading guide so e de sa amane ne bi aba na minerals commission in penifo gusu ha kasa na we do say Tamale North mrashebedwani ensem bia efofole no ho no yen dismiss it ye yina ipamukura ye mo ne bongalat enfemfiri honomo eno so ena dasoro honomo no na swafo wo sho man adesua ho nsem so 1.2 million US choppable gangantoa money sasika we ya eno hene baka asem bo se efrifie eno ena no pe krata ne so a edibi aba
omo be ya no se nti World Bank sasika na mamfo kan sa no nti World Bank anka wo munya de oso mu yanka World Bank di sika no be ma wo mu se monye nko ena mpo World Bank na akasa kra ye mistake ena ode ma yanka onkasa mo nsan fama de mreme enti ase niema guna kwam
niema guna kwam na wowie me wie ye Nungwa chief of staff so ese wa ye yire de pa
obeden
se oni new Wolomi. Wulome. Eyan kasa Wulome. Ebe ye adwuma. Oso wa ye o ma ye ready. So o mo ne be ye adwuma na Wulome na eyo hene ana.
Ayo hene. Wulome.
Yo.
Asem be bad.
I say.
Me wa birthdays bi wa ha.
Aha, ma me fa we mra. I see.
Why then?
I see birthday wish bi wa ha.
O de ma hwan.
Porsche.
I still never see Porsche. I still
Porsche and cancer.
I wish Porsche.
Nti Saboshe babe boy ni a. I still the baby boy. Oh, Boshe ba mi hwe Porsche. Oh. Boshe ba. Wahange ayina. Philemon won sawom. Asabre wo hwe shoyi. Na weekend yi obekwa abu. Obekwa abu. Let me cast or call about Tiasie. Aha, obe ware no ware so a obeko animu no akwabu na kese.
Yankopon twedi ampon ya domo akwase da di anim eye omahen a obe poso. Nana boama kwabi otoso 9.
Ahemfa be poso.
Ntuta be poso.
Ntuta kwa ma be poso.
Be poso mahen. Use amahen ya wona me.
Poso kuro mo.
Ajiwe ntuta eye poso
area.
Ai. Arabo kisi kodua eye na mahen no emu baako bebo so mahen nyame adma kwesiere na woda bose ba
ha de bia meka bebo so ne bebo so de sanka eyi bia ni wo se me so me krom eyi konfoma esio bebo so wo ho esio bebo so na
kwa na bose ba na wa haja kia
na eyi prof I can so e de bi baaye na your friend Nora
o ma me nye birthday ya me yesi
araba
eh
say bo se ba so wonko enti wonko an se be ko ne tewtew sa o ba be cha ne to so
bepaso my nana bua ma kwabi nyame adma kwasi ada and birthday happy birthday in advance nana na we ye for ba panto so
70th birthday wow nana on kwaso ati
unim say ade ye fe de ye kanfo
na special invitation na say nana beto party o
obekwa na
ye beko da ben ya
ere afre pozo
21st August 21st be si da ben
afre pozo
pozo de me na yaka
ana ne pozo ayaka
se ye ko ye mba mti ne nka biem
gifty manu Echo School, our St. Michael's Nursing and Midwifery.
Kontase.
Adia Frenye.
Kontase.
Koko.
Kontase.
Me Michael's School, the also be some Kontase. Na St. Michael's in a way.
Muna book St. Michael's na na say me ka Kontase. Medium.
Na Kontase
Kontase Roman school.
Then in one sentence, then sentence by then I can found.
Beautiful.
Many
Be beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, from Primwa.
Now, we will be at the Sunday, and I remember some body.
Obia soon you'll be a dimbo has it. Obia Timobia to do how
I'm by me case in Manon.
Auntie. Aha, yes.
I still there no
Portia and cancer quite a susum. No was about that now.
I am going to Monsole.
Auntie,
and I go fit I come a mediano. Nora Araba Nsako. Oya Juma was Suntraso Government Hospital. Profike.
Yeah, you
saying
na central no be central.
And only asem no. I
will send you posting.
So I can say case na wish no by me menya sure e Profike na wish won say Mama Araba. Happy birthday.
Monsore. Gifty Manu St. Michael's Nursing and Midwifery Training School. Baby I will be a happy birthday. Only when
and then also interest what's her birthday
we
poyando about that everybody bet me
my name is
poyando yemo
and then
yem
yeah that one was yeah come see about pe abidafo na ba e be din komo
Medoka hona tra
asem esunyeza nti no Ghana high way you heard two main political parties na ene wo mu niema wo ba wo yema Ghana fo a ihu ni pefe se eye MPP
ene betimi aye
nti said de ekoso ye hu kire yen ena amani mu ayeden ene den ni nyina bekwa kowie se
NPP
ene betimi me say IMF aye kono ma me bi ka kire me say Paul na MPP for ene de eko IMF
hwan be yima free ho
hwan ne beba be yi free mu. It goes to tell you say the confidence ya omo wo party ni mu no soro because you are demonstrating over the years say fa enhyehyeye kwamu dem Ghana development dia MPP nti media maka me damwasi so say atsema abeto ho no ye nyina ya falsi ye hu so say MPP nko na beti nti ube kasa se den anu a ebekwa akwa rest on the fact say ye njama MPP nye.
Right. Before I make question, let me read this message. Nafi, because I can once say, "Good morning, bro. The cocoa spraying people is making NPP unpopular in front of cocoa farmers. Too much head must roll." Paul, what is an American one? Someone no pay say, "A drone a buying the abase ye face spray cocoa soma equiafono."
Yeah.
And what TV ni swing. And ebin mafa no more tom equiafono. Actually, not for sale. I buy an idea ba. Dama cocoa extension officers and say, on for make your phone, fimu cocoa no sooner. Or more tom, Paul.
I think I na ya rehosem. What you say? Na I was see a creative system wa. Emma dia or pese or fasa akunya no so ye no onya kwan operate.
System bembim because maybe Paul I don't know yenim say bi akọ eye asante achem dampon a ekuafo ho no omo koko no bi a o kan na bo bi a be fa se bi 1,000 acres abanim say bi 1,000 acres no e bi ontimi nya enron bi a be 10 boxes ma at a time te bi o de bi a fan say 5 boxes edi kan aba ye ni kan fa mu koko no so ma wo mu a edi kan na no 1 2 3 call ya pe obekọ ne yesi asa what you say but rather test card the corner panel so prebidia no anya bia eden e di amount.
Oh, okay. I find a Matthias. Now the air can say, Achimkwasi fast systems so engu akwemua. Enya de bebuawo. What you say? It is said the nipa be complain ya nyina ye hu bi. Ya tro not for sale. Why are you selling it? Ade no you say me nton. Ya san so atro go ho. Adenti na wo ton. So, ye ma act of indiscipline no punishable. Ebe deter people from engaging in such acts.
And the first one to cry now catch any pass be hometo. Also now ye did na myself.
Say na make can say ye who ni say no. Na decide say ye be punish na. E ma others in follow. Now na there ne ba the right distribution channel no who follow. Ye nimu say ye ntimi nya ni nyina no. Ye demarcate say ebia ye ko in phases. Ebia first phase no ye cover aha. Eti aha for na edro mu so a e wo se ye hwe se ye wie no the next batch no aha so ne de ko ananya sa net. Aha eti se aha for e ba be shemu a it becomes a problem. I say teachers and nursing training posting. Why we 2019 a na say you post 2018 for how can you be posted? What you say? It will be so obi timi frɛ wa say we school tifie wono anim say ne batch no yem posting wo mo. Yes, but o person o fa sebua kwanso bia say I was so okowura 2018 mo. I will tell you and be frank with you say you posting no batch by batch. So officers na ye dey chemicals na hyemusa na friend saying fertilizers na hyemusa say ye fa nkogu mfudie no so no. The buy no ya chemu ade wo se mo ye. Let us follow. And then also yemma wo mo a omo nsanka bie no enti ase. Ghana akuafo ye dodo say. Ye wo mo number. So what you say? So ye planning according to numbers ayewo. So what you say? And at their base so no we should know baby echo. Next somebody should me see a problem as a country has got to do with monitoring and supervision. If you should strengthen it,
supervising in the turn to when be
I said yeah, they all supervising also must also have a supervisor. Say Uncle Kambumua and Timi Nyejuma. So I say, and Sana, they are all no cross. Somebody must also check, verify, say,
due process.
And Tisani Pano, Onusu Eduman in the day, where Meka Galam say, I to say, I had Deninano, a lack of monitoring and supervision. Because Minerals Commission, some more be license, the grass on Fanco mining, and now Fanco prospecting. So every 2 years, be or back for renewal, and I guess. And yet, he said, yeah, driver's license every 2 years we go for renewal. It is what about for renewal. Why don't you go back and verify? Say, yeah, this license in the mouth. What did you do? And some your renewal now. And I guess a lack of supervisory role. Yeah, monitor. What you say? It's me no ya ne ehame. Say a for a bind there or what pocket say. Obama a Greek a konanim and so yen subsidize it near far and near say and shame now a quiafono and yama wengu or food years so send your bayan food yen beti miaba. So what I say at no cost to and so unia Ghana ni
obeton
unia a friend is a ni and now unia officer or no j aketiano a person of a kwan bia so esisu. I say a Temaport, any other. I always have a problem with them.
What about passport office?
And can become, but they minimum a Temaport. You want crop for a trio moka or buy a fan crop for you trio or moka every month, you know, year Juma as port agent. And so Nyama Bedua, yes, it is also a agent in what's happening. I simply don't get it. Only here, mono. Now, some of the package, yeah. Who call retirement as a port officer?
No, I'm an agent.
What kind of SCA? No. But nobody is talking about it. Eti minia ubeshe enyama bags the 4 way now they bar. Agent bear 3 will be at more different prices.
So baba gini.
Eti bi bisa me ho say identity yen standard. Yen nyina ya dia tum say 4 way na me dey bar. It should be at this cost. Not the piano, yeah, by nitri so me my love for Dr. Baumiano and ye bibiao. Say what to me at this system at all. Say at least there should be a biometric way. Yeah, no will believe that system. And so digitization, you know, a bad way, near human face. Every and yemam
right.
Et you could eh? Nya dia nipa bi agina ho no no wadia no wo shopping mall prices na ebo ho nya fe na temi so ebia ni ubetimi untimi a ko fie
but asinidin de Paul Kwabra Nyanto MPP communications team member former financial secretary Asqua constituency Dr. Owahen Echampon doc
minia
dance Asqua this year
ai
you be find there
na don bibia
na me say can Friday ka be ka utela no on American to a fashion designer
ai your friend Fisher or adanse ademra
okay
opamade ho na o say me mfa mo measurement mre no be ma mo bi na mo de abashu a promote ni amano your friend Fisher or adanse asokwa yeah, NPP electoral area coordinator.
Okay.
Na opomade o adanse we e kan say ademra asokwa junction wo ko boas na branch o kwan ho pe
baby we dey delivery fee ko no abefa
anope o frame me o say wo behwe anti mechia no Fisher mechia no pe
ne workers na etia mo
na machia menu aba ko teacher ni bi nso e frame no Vincent o chade ofum so Roman Catholic GHS o ti adanse asokwa anope o hwe me na kwa adanse abo amiami krum adanse abo electoral area coordinator ba ko e frame Sankrabe diako ono so anope o so wo hwe me
okay
mechia obi ya
adanse asokwa ne dubia sokwa proper so mu wode pa potential piece ho too much
azu
I don't think say akuafo dey do be kebe na si mu school no
Yeah, so na kofa be enra anajo no be 8 to 9 and I'm so
boss ba so die o so dey ateso
yeah so we so be data na yeah utag your telegram page
okay
and I mean say my colleagues ni bi dey atoso nti me click so say normal report no Ghana web also ti me hwe na decide we da ho also nansia na ABC or Legon Commonwealth any one of the horse Mensa Saba almost she cast ne ade na omudi horiko we horiko Zulu day unse wo hwe we mu address it say Zulu wo campus a mse minua ya no de me ne ana na we the same hall near friend Sean them
okay
in school days near friend Sean them no di manim 1 year
okay
nti na edru horika boys no address it say South African tribe bi wo friend Zulu no ma e the co procession
okay
inti wo hwe we mu ye Katanga for
okay
Zulu for no na dress Katanga for the dresses are na I think say omu breachi omu root won say konti for nsuni
okay
na they are we mu be dress it say first na nanka omu ndi whole week ni mum obi e di ni whole week no enko inti unity obake no sia unity ho e konti omu na di omu whole week first nanka asumdua na mpanifo ye say whole week ni kromo brayo for almost about 2 to 3 years ni whole week or campus da ena SRC for ni mpanifo atena se aka say e basa e mankwara no so anigye eni ade no call form into omo makwan and this year previously nanka whole bia ye ni official launching separately no we the whole week ena omo ye say there be omo kan nyina abom nti omo ye official launching no one
and BBNC
there be all the halls in nyina kan bom your official launching kama BBNC enti eduru say students no so your activities and ahwede asi enti sempanimfo esa de omo nan si fam bio so omo ma whole week bia nkoso a obende na ade ba kwa me kan say awofo onse da bia ye kan ya na ye kan ye kan university mpanimfo na teacher ye na chade university no go ani ye kan say na den na we koso sometimes me we see e madao me tie na anajo
enti lecture no wada
na me nko ye ni obi mepra me ajinkwa so atase
what actually cause the cash
omo
information
is a route no say the campus one horse ni mienu no omani nka enti sa wo na e bia wo ye Katanga na wo co processional inigo asa of unity animu ofa wantokwa besi that has been the practice and as we ye unity nso na wo co processional emfa cart animu say o call Brunei ana baby Brunei complex one emfa ho
na ekwan bi da ho a obeti afa so abekwa wo mfa wa na
obeti afa the other side but to show say me ye bema
we me masem na ekofa we ba
on say yes memfa ha enti e bia wo pese okọ Africa ufri Katanga betima fa Great Hall echi no afa Queens Hall no atie Katanga African Hall no akofa commercial area baby apese ofa bia obetimi afa on fa unity
so eti campus on acquire continue we no pen omkoso ye de ma kogu ho na we no bekomu no enye wo mo da ho no na eya no mo yesa o obi e ho no ma we wie school kra akọ wo ye fellow omo kan sa me ye fellow nti no eduru ho a omo nyina free fie ba o sa
eduru ho week
akotu se osingori otobo pa
eduru ho week anya students ne kwa na yesa ne o ma we ye omo ma wie university a omo ko mo da ho ni mu no a tradition
wa wie ko ne nim die ko na nim nim fie ko na nim
obeba me wo pani bi tamani o school no e pani wo said yen time no na ye ni distance learning nti na mpanimfo ni nyina wo ye adwuma kra gi se ba regular na ne o pani ba ko se o ye lawyer pani pa okuta big position e wa o me money din na o tabet na unity hall always around oba sabi o eni o mafon ko an wo ye na se wo akra no ko ka se
ana panimo yesi
ana na yesi
osu mu ade
da bi time a meet me sabi me time a meet me agimi ani me we school am kofi am na me yere na me ma asema no ka no na ne afi no ye pani ene wa ba university be pay degree na ne obaye no o ka pa o say me wo school mu de mama me nyimi na tama metimi agimi ani
so bibi betimi asi a saa de no enkoso bi mana
de betimi asi a enkoso bi an say whole week unse for the past 3 years what say BBC asi dabi omo brae enti de be ombesa ko back empany for definitely me assure say I don't speak for the university. I am not in the capacity to speak for the university. I am speaking in my own capacity. Say a staff of the university, but you are and a Kasama University in Dr. Norris Bequin. I'm a Kasama University. Now, me wa reshimu say in no time official university statement member. Now, me assure say whole week and twice you because say ye be ma mo kwan na mo amonji mani after all the academic stress. Munfa anije nko possession munye say na we ene beba and we are next time we dey say o man shi obi aka legon
ebinum glasses papa
legon de o mo hye cars bebre mensasa ba ho ene we commonwealth there 2 weeks ni he dey access okay
me kai ebe amode ma be frefra horse ni bi a demonstration because some say cars ni dey free one maintain
asumdwe
bia o campus obi
asumdwe by because o mo ye o ma university ni ye na say o ma kwan ma whole week ne nkoso eno ne enioma omde you nti de mesre awofo ntichiu awofo ni bebre ho no ma omde mofra ne ba university 4 years
omabiem
omsi ho ma hwehwe abofra ne da de abofra ne ye emfa ne ho ne nanfofo emfa ne ho ma me mo wa yi bi ma police ni bi owo tech police station me mo ni di ne ba ewo KNUST na ne ba no a roommate enum sabi wi
police ne baba
a roommate enum wi enti edu anwumra no akofa ne nanfofo aba omo no mu wi no apam police ne baba na si abondin na police ne baba na ye so quiet nti ontimi nkasa ena one day ko report man ne papa nti anwumre abaya ne de ne nanfofo aba omo ba bojim na police ne nkofo kotoche wo na omo chi wo mu nyina do omo ko tech police station so enti nkwara ni bi ho ma akora ni ebe mu no na akora na wo fokura nim se obe school a abaya o obe school a de obeye ni
oba so ka so obe hye o hyesen be ma ho
achinkwa he na se omo che boy bi oye third year student we are computer and for laptops makomako 5 anopa osori ano de bag abonachi no abebo door enti se wo bie na hu se nkofo so o chale me petiro enti wo ka se oni bia na okọ be obom na ochim door no na obi ani ho a na awuram ofa nkofo laptops 5 na omo chi no na enti makora ba akona ne laptop kan ho na me call police station se me ko giaman na akohwe boy ne pa ni monyamfo boy bi o tintin ke na mbusa na ofo wo Japan Vata region na mbusa senti wuni omunim se yachiw osidabi na ofo nim bra obo no school mu okofia no aye ne ho srabofo unim se enkwara ni bebere wo school mu a ye makwan a chinkwa omo yusu cars o makwan a okwa no apake unim de entia efie no ne maame ne nifie japade nyina ye kambo maka no yusu nkwa entimi nto obi entimi nto ka ma no be oba school no anya ka
be o debate
awofo no nim emaya ne chichi bebere na abraba o mo bonti obe yisuka o makwan a no wapake oba no abe yisu no aton o campus a meses o mo be makwan nkwara ni be wie school a ene o ma fofofofofofofo
na won kan kire mi
da me se me ntimi nkotobi so enti subaya ekoso na chinkwa anu odene
right
se nkwara mu di whole week students mu di whole week na adane maabo nti se ye do ba school se besunya ade me se de ekoso no route no ye basic school na ye corporal punishment every hono se teacher ni ntimi enti akwara achinkwa wo ko school teacher ni amoda mama chia me headmaster Mr. Nicholas
teacher be teacher secretary na class 4 se obese gwa wo no
Mr. Nicholas
mo se school ye time no na tena so 33 ne 44 no eti se mo ye bone a obi ye bone a mo wa ye bone nipa 3 no na wode mo nya atena akomya ne so na pempro bi point 10 no de reading na de na wa mama kamosere na bo ho sei na wa pagino de bom na ebebo bia so edu a mpese be kana wa dwe se na wo pia wo nyonko na se be de bebe soro no teacher secretary
and edi
obozo akajo se obozo akajo se akowu
identity area dey ewura umu so that say but say yes teacher ni emo akwara teacher ni sa akwara eye bibi na nya ukoka ukotwa ne tokra ni anti committee wo ho say GS anti committee wo ho a amfra disciplinary committee anima na parents ni community for agada bondog ni ababa bu teacher ni eno ne ade nsunsanso a yenya ne sesi ye yo and they say nkwara ni wo school ma ye mo chem so from basic yen kanasem yenya hwe yen ye we tradition first no we ya bone ewo fia o ma mitimi so wonsa
no bro teacher
onka hwe o anopa na omo assembly morning assembly no na o ma me de wo school mu ho no mo ni akotwa woto next time o ye bibia be say o classmate no be say dey eguru enti next time o ye enti am I very disciplined but say ye mo akwara me wife ye teacher ni na ni school no me na ka me se mesrew
enko tron say o boss o prokra man
o tere wa de o pon abrafie enti na won sa wo bi bas no ankonya asem enti amma se teacher for no bebre akwara na ye bibia
o careful
o te ho no hwe ne sa
right
de course on say mpanimfo ansasa na ya ma teacher for no kan me wo man tene mofra na Ghana ye ni future
Dr. Enoch Owahi example lecturer Ken West na otene kan Lawrence Ajakwa Lawrence
minia
ibe fine
yankopon adaruma
edanyame ase na because obaka so obehia sin be ma na oba oso wo sin rule no ya na wa uze be ma de ono timiji obi die bia ba oba no oba ono nkwa na ebo na de
no kre but me pese me yini maka kra bi efri horum de di kan mechia etiefo ene ahwefo
okay
but ye hwe fertilizer ene mana na wo kana me pese me kaka kra bo dem nu ayando e kan supervisory role ye mpanimfo bi enye but ade a ye nso ehia ye patriotism say ye hwe the advanced countries na akra no efri ne mofra brema odi nyini no ye de hu bi ahye no mu se oman no first likewise ye krum ha sei o ma me kra beka treo say anase o papa kra beka o ye ade bi di abo man beka
treo o so ye ni Ghana ye odia
inti sa ade no e na ahye mu efri nkroma me anyini adwuma bia supervisors iswa esen the number of employees adwuma and he cannot be at any place at every time bia one at a time inti on free ha sei enko ha sei se bibi bese ya na say wi inti ye de ade a mesre ne se afutu na wo se ye de maye nyina se ye chichire oman no obia wo na sede as oman bapa se wo so ye se de be ya ye koye nimu a ebe ma oman no so ayede akonanim yi ne ka se ye gya bibia se leaders insa ye be wi atire no esa beba abeto ye so ebi ni se ye hwe enema amanfo ewia in terms of fertilizers ya ebia meka se nipa na panyina o import ade from abroche anase manufacturers na de ade ne baaye no omote officer omo delegate some of the powers and Ghana so practice decentralization delegation of powers we delegate some of the powers ne dia ma yen crofo at the lower level say omo hwe niema no but ye hwe the number of people so a supervising so a say so anti no e wo se ye nyina ye fato ye ho se baako ana mienu ne de be hye mensa se memfa ndiguma se ya me de o man ne ho do e be di sa adwuma eno na na mpese be yifiri ho
okay konti waka akra
edin letrati heide ye mu bi ba bia e free ba no se o ka chem si ye ntwamu a ono ma hwe mi hia wabonti ame no be ye pipe
adan
ye society dey wo mu edin but eno nso ekan ye ho
na wo ho be
me ko UCC na mo ba ko ho
okay
but na time bia enema Casfordians no eye no na I wish senka mo Casford
sa
yes ena uhu se ade na omo ye no anigye bi ye dey ewo mu me de afutu anka me de be man say leadership na these students no anim at the various halls no before say your best start hall week no
am say
undertaking. If anything goes wrong, I say demonstrators are omuko siki police clearance. Bibia omubeye bia anko ye etiamra no.
Yeah, hold on responsible.
Any hold on responsible. Dansi e be twam kura na afi wo na school mo makoye da. Ebi say papa ya okay. Oba school ana nani age. Ebia make say pressure I want to wo fie no. Sa niema no e ma nani je. Within that short period no, we releasing niema bibre free mu. And sa niema no ye kasi ye free hon mu kra so dia adabra ka be ha adwen ama ye society no. It me de ye putting measures in place ye di basis ya kwan ama routes ne aboto to ne yes amount for cars and na sifo ni nyina ye be ye free hon. We share video here. There was a police van over there. Yeah. But what were they doing?
So we have numbers in our form.
It had any call for reinforcement to stop it. Your tech police station. I know so honor.
I'm not doing saying no.
It be
personal yes saying.
See, then we don't need the police officers at any point in time because you heard the population of the country. Any the police personnel we have difference no essence. But we are able to manage everything at any point in time. It is here share the numbers and then so the say who here across and keep more makohonum edo mo kana kusuo. It in your calling for reinforcement at any time. It may me the mesre
who said then I was say on my ass on mine. I was here because all the other countries now police ni enamwa who are civilian na namabontin e da so no esen say who military person. But Ghana hano say even no mo ye no say kana one military officer ejina kwa kebia ke ANC but police ni we don't care and then was here ya so mai
and no na esaba ebesi corporal punishment na menua eka efa baby I disagree with him ni nyina gina ye ntete ya ye de ma ye mmofra no at a tender age o nyini no training na ye de be ma no wo ye we ya esay o mai time bia you train ye the man kra ne ye me ne me maame me ne mabusua kakra bi but ye ndwene ye ntrenu omo ekwan a ombefa so e de abo oman ne so ho bra nti akra ne benyini no oye bibia anything that goes against his family there he will not do it but se emfa mabusua ho dia o ya onwene ho nti ye de santiti ye nyina ehye ye ma ye mofra no ase ansa na omanyini a empo ye ehun hia se ye de aba besi akra ne so ansa no aye hot is right wonu ana dwum no onim se ade a me ya sei na de me be kwa akosi nti ehun hia se me sa ade no se wo hwe police any military before you throw military because ehyiemu se soldier need o ye obebo
do before complain
say basa na o hwe advanced countries ni so a omo ni soldier for antifie ba ye de ya ma ye no omutifie ene ye de sahu no abehye mu na in a situation a omuntifie na nkomo wo bush ene nya access to them so a enke ntimi mo ye ho ban ana ntini nyina eye entity ena America no ena ye be me yenso ye hu se ade a ye bia no oman no ho first patriotism ye ma ye hu sa na ma ni nyina me gidi se hruye ne dede ne ntokwasem ne nsemhunu asabi ye nkrofo no bi aya omudi no eso be brase danse ye call the whole week yes ye kutwam na ukutwa whole week ma university na me ko na se bi mfa so be na so
na whole week na go university
de pa o
se no nka disua ne ho
e ka ho pa
eno max send we
ma men tro ade se whole week no enka sa ne ma no ho anka emfitiase no
come on fanka
ya fama
ba se no e ma max agwese ukosu yesi enko
ko university
o de den
uko university
lecture some person or chief
can I say wo na wo ko pass through the university e was a system bia and I say niema bia wo school mu bia ma ne fa omu and san wo pie and whole week is one of it whole week celebration is one of it so that's every day me the next concert you can wa here
ya me can say ye wo school mu no and an penny for no whole week ni omudi o
bada bibi ensi
o che so obi ni obi konda near time no adia no mo ye say ye inter-hall games cat any conti omushia o pajo football match wa obehye first goal football ni apon omo maye ntoa so enye so omo kokko aye saa ne oma we o na ede
say 1 minute kwana go no ba ye wi
omo ba yakoshia lecture hall na omo huru omo ho ena meje o flag ena me dwane ye ena me ye sei na ede ba say mofra na aba no omo taking it to a different level omo fa sekan emane a no mo say Japan eno ne ye ka o any time say na whole week ne sa card ni na ede omo be dia grandma wani age ukogina ba bia na wo don say gubo na wo hwe de ede
otimi fifi kwa ko hebi
ukubekwa ko hebi obi a na obi nko ba say level omo de ko no eno na wo se ye hwe
Lawrence ye timi nkosua ne ana panifo ne ye ne mfa nka ho
Samre na no all can I disagree with him say na anyhow they were happening just that the media coverage na near the man no
never form
but me kai time UCC Valco ne 8 year Shebebia Casford ne 8 year Shebebia Casford wo omo your possession bia omo de kwa de hye ho omo du ho no ya barricade baby ani kwa so omo tra eko but no omo timi kɔ no omo ba edu point bia edane abo ene sekan pass that time but now it's the media space no morning you know and fly and this time round no opa manipa mienu kura enho nipa mienu enkoye dede obeti se media bia pick media na pick ye na automatically reinforcement from their various media also there be make students na e nipa mienu ntema
na
escalate na akofa nipa bebraba enti yen so ya na ye wo asude as media say the way we report the issue ye hwe ade a ye nimsi ye report na sa ade we say ya anye careful a e be escalate to different level a eno so na ya sone so ekwan a e be fa so a report said the be ya enkodu the level a e be ye nyan ama ye nyina na say ye society
right 101.3 radio Wontumi and I would on TV Wontumi TV Facebook Wontumi TV on Facebook open pon from pon as we say but my new no so take a crab on afa yentisi from na yehwese ne ma esi echo open pon
achinkwa
bibia boko de
era de adom
obeka Ken West de na so be fa agric sector ne de no
me hwe Ken West
okay
achinkwa nsem we bi say ade ha adwen pa na ebibia me krade those days are not secondary school these young people no mutimi yes demonstration say neoma na ya de ha me pa indi say mutumi eba manimba between university these are the people 2-3 years you see them vying for MP DC position they are the future leaders na omoda suban bi say dia I think say ha adwen yi pa enti no say de na doc ekano authorities no be na sade no
oba fo say won betwam kura na say measures no beton
why not
Lawrence so ne wonya adwen kai boya do so ne wonya adwen
ene monya de papa what dey say ene monya de pa because monya nkula at this in university no monya nkula at least omo maba front bi yes e kula first year for na omo ntam for mo nhye second year third year for no ni final years ena bra kre do kre kasi bi kula fifi eba now school mu we am forecast apake ene ma board ndi obi ko to bo ekotwa ja to obi kema why nipa no what they say time I home no we don't have time for those nonsense enti no ehun hia omo betwam a ompenfo no interest no mo twam mfo as a person o man na home no be ya bedu ye ne abele aye toto ne ma ene amanfo ebreo na wenu nyina ba betwintwa ya kwan mu no wo mame papa tifie obi a wo hwe obi tifie etitini mo wremu e de boa wo de ase na wo school ba onko in TV so a de hu ye ni a ha adwen enti mpanifo ne hwe me o mu twa mu me no mo ya adwen mo twa mu 3 years the first time ya mama konya se mo meye nka we kwa de nka mo nya no jo na bi a chile bi kwa na first time na masa ye we ya normal thinking person bi abeka se ne ye go back ye ntwam wo de ase mpanifo ntwam no
e ba sa so na ma school my door
enye door for 3 years no e ba ya door ni se we obi kura betimi ewuwom we are talking of life here what they say enti ye ma kwa na ajiwani na obi mu ye ma kwa na ajiwani na say properties no obi betimi yewu ene mo mo tutu obi kura sika ko betimi dia wo obi o dey ase life on one sem na ye ka
right our point there the quick one
yem fan compare those days now interkona na ye ko no
say na no kra yi KTI for ne e ma ewura tankuko otamale
o hwe before the year 2000 interko empenfo na na omukọ ne na asefo ne saa mre no entokọ na esi mu no enye bi na esi ne
David
a measures are the two quam and ama abedu samre as he
come back to Dr. Sonaka say if say yet measure ni ndia e ntwam
into total and on mame total cancellation I disagree if you put measures in place and na me example of Enteko samre no yoti KTI for ba na udwane mimi ko oti wuti se woti for ba na no so
wo 93 kropon no nam fom no mo ba
enti wo hwe saa ne ma ni nyina
e wo mu free SHS
Mr. Obama face yara
101.3 radio na wuti na djuma de the privilege morning show and e de ma no do and e be so Paul
minia
so on kabi
oh make a be I was once a student.
Now they are Sunday.
Sunday. I was once a student leader.
Okay.
Now, she said their work and shown them and
the crowd yabeko.
Oh, the issue is that you know. Now,
and Friday on.
Oh, sure.
A choir no.
Make come was him. Now, your view be say at least your students in the coin. Now, the omo person omo no. Yenye. So what I say now over the years ya the near match chile ya ma as a debian the person ye kran Wontumi nye na we were ha so what I say I quite remember onim say na students for Wako school up to final year you are supposed to be giving 10% of school fees for project work time yeah
and
I mean the minimum by a time no yet me the 10%. And I make us say time. As student leaders yet me force ya edgy 10%.
And that's what I say
the minimum say but now yes you got two students
that will be a super price over to verify
and I'm saying now yeah san you go university no say na go for am for this way but when I became a student leader no we are able to fight for 10%. I said to me
for the whole 4 years no
yes I ultimately year project work so what I say and sa niema we no me say culture is a way of life of a group of people Ghana no say niema bi is accepted me na your campus me nya continue but na Friday night bia me kotina konti mora no wura mu am wani je o ti ase Emma one kasa hu say yes na whole week me there na many je whole week anu many je ho pa report whole week but say Friday night me yes me nkotina konti eho no ya dia me fan ni agro
okay
enti no say ekoba and
so do you support say you betwem and say
me I don't support it see in twem de mom no te say the menua kan no yemfa measures ento ho a ebeboa mo amo say mu betimi aye no yenye what you say na yenjintum say we are going to hold us responsible if for any mishaps be a beba
right
that is time the whole week war
yan kan wasem biom na penifo no I hope say enkobo 10 kobo ne dum yenu no de ne bia na the release abana fe ho se ne sitenti no
release enye favorable anya sa de emwa
right Paul there has been a call say you review free SHS
right
niema ne womu no ebo aban de ka
right
even former president Wadanfo akabi
alright
akawi no was your review cry hwese betimi de private school cry den abeguram na etimi aboa should it be say was niema ne de tutuna ko ne policy ni say policy obi antimi fa ne nsenka say we are buying ni ho ana buy sesa
right
and as you review ni enye ni yese betimi aboa you have only 7 minutes na enti address that issue
samum na wa mama nchia me mpanimfo unse
for 1 minute chia o man
mpanimfo na ma yete ha o
papa ya o
regional minister papa ya o
ha chen mama
secretary regional minister ora Samuel Semensa mechia no na de sie de binim say
and what the release be by release in by so ade chia na na esi yesi
ai or ye dynamic person minim say obekọ akotu ho na mo is one person wa ma enjoy peace ewo Asante Mantem. I mean, I'm one person, I believe in peace. Say asumdie wo ho a utimi ye dia wo ye bia.
Right.
Na minchia Bernard Entwibo Siakon. Chairman Wontumi ba kope. Chairman ye bechia wo ne wapamfo nyira. Na minchia Dr. Benasante. Ghana Gas asukani dishe. Wotia say wa first in ho so say obema impuntu kese apagana ha asukwafo ye nya ye de ahwe eniema odi egu akwemu a wode bras kwa efo na minia ye beda na se papa ntino ehia say ye bechia no na minchia me godfather honorable Maso Kofi Dwuma ono so okogi hoko no obone ho modin ajimgwaze onim say dia maye nyina ye honorable Maso Kofi
apetura
wa mentor me abua me aye dia also
chief executive officer of Apet
debut
me dia am the man so
8 brands
me dia na me hu amaka che se o ka ne butu ntam mi ho
dia open no wa choose
o ntam mi o ka ne butu
mi bie mi so ade wo bia me ye bia mam so achas nti mechia no na achimkwa former president John Dramani Mahama me naka se minim boni a free SHS nkwalai wo mudi aye no mi hu na nisa wo musa minim former president edie pa na opese wo je e wo free SHS nkwalai ho mi de makao me say secondary school e wo ho no school na si ho na ban na si teachers ye child ye aban na twa omuka headmaster aban na twa ne ka pantry women aban na twa ne ka books aban na de ko ho cars e wo ho aban na de ko if you asase cross school ni si so aban na de akọ enti about 80 to 90% of cost no aban afa enti aban de okofa akora school fees ya adana no de adani problem me tracia me dwinwa me tiasie o a former president the beyond the free SHS o my ya odien
enye ka ban bonti
ya be down say on first camera former president and grand school fees be free wo no review babyem
the taxpayers money account
what you say here atemkwa mera ho anope me nim dia woni ne ye interview anope
dan afeni
what you say na asem a wo ka ye no yes wo lecturer
or educationist
what the educationist to say educationist nti say ka se ye ko review nimpo na educationist ye fa ne title we ne de ne kotena panel no so a hwe adwen a obekire
so chere na dwen
na se me describe adwen
so chere na dwen so chere
adwen o chere ne se akra no decide say obey border no and our system now picking say obey border no luxury and so we should punish such a person. One example of the buy metima to cola ena yes kotena benzin eti wuti Ghana ha wo ye educationist no wonni mu se enkra wo mo boarding school mu no ana wo mo da school mu no e perform more than the wo efie. Don't you have that statistics? And so your person achieve a target for education. We should focus and encourage people say one uncle boarding house. Now because
lifetime
yes, because you know na buy bedroom baby I
take na so person obanya in lifetime no shadow face say utua accommodation ma oba na onye boni
adentini eye kwan a ye nyina ho ne nka say wo ye ne mfaso wo ye sikani utua tax case enti wo faso sa logic na wo ka no ye kwan a ye mfa sa logic ni megira say ehia for car enti me mfaso this is car for car because omo na twa sika kese Argentina, we must go that lane. And crying starting from 2017. Where results were back. Are you not happy? System Abba, Ama equality. Abba or mining, make I say crow bakubi, Omu akwala baku timinya admission or adesso. Minim say no dear. Adesso student no yakobe. Oko baby a rolling school your friend was saying. Achimota. Omu boja eja. I be cry free I have phone so come almost omu your party now. We had follow systems and what my moi. And we have computer placement. Now computer placement ni nyina free SHS ni. What I say? Systems are ye dia to wa emma the odibie ebeda the same pedestal with the obie. What did you can say? It is so free say who sika. That is why I buy no cry relax and sell my private phone number. It is I buy say who to one house who sika na say I buy the nya. Ko private. Around here say. Argentina private phone person because I got no. Nanka in natural sense, no, we say it's about the nya. Fanico private. That is why we must have private schools to do what. We say about the nya, but I buy way dear. Ni trimu ponin say. Ye sikasem, all manner of sikasem, every aqualana brabom. Na akrana timenya a concentrated mind intermediate. Okay. What does it? Intermediate. I will always oppose former president with the assertion. Can afford more any payo. Say free SHS no. Young man one day say Kim on financial work no. Obe die no. What be completed no? Just say any more the beba no. What do you want to say? Banana do danko akofuado. Nyambe ebe koswa extra no. If we say wa ma ohiani adwendwen abafom. That's it. Ye won call bebre. They couldn't have access to secondary school. All because me papa ni bi, me mama ni bi. Ye wa primary school no. Ni etimi ye na mani ye hwehwe abrofo address. Se be ya wo be fa na pempa. Na wo tro na tro was story ya no ohun a. Wa be boa wo. Ene and that's so home and secondary school and I am dream say me copy. Hey, achinkwa ya fa ne mamu secondary school. And then graduate now no mo ga say aduane ni ho. Yet the challenges were free SHS. But your benefits are benya no it outweighs the challenges no. Aduane yes, ebetima akwa twe because of minor kasa akwa ahochrem. But why dream would you swear at the end of the year? You're free, but that's a Paul. What is it? It's your person what TSS free SHS now didn't near season. No, yeah, review and work of education is where but transfer be. What I said, no, but say and call my for metia. What fee say I buy the DNA or piano and yet Mwawa private school. Nado Banico. But I say, Paul Quabana Nyanto Anna. I say. Niba Farida no. What to work wo TikTok no. Oko school eh. Only akoso mo international. Mate. Doc. Mami ntio on this issue where in mami ha. Na
me da say the issue about free education. Yes. Program is a review. We were about 4 concerns and some about the benefits.
Within 7 minutes.
Okay, the first one is the attitude of heads of schools. Okay. Parani B school. Minua heads of schools na list of modern man. Eba foforo no na omumma omukwan emomum fasa prospectus no emman kwara no bebre. But the same say omo ya a relax.
E ho na omo sunyeska. Omo aso ko fa ne man beton school.
Me kan besi so makora ba akoko school bi. Na headmaster no atwere ya atwere paint. Say omo koto paint. Mahama time na. Na last year asem na making omonto paint omonto sekan
na eno na ya na enye uniform say ya baby abekobia de na de ma prospectus na no be
school bia wo ne prospectus or de be ma na ye call krom ho no mo no ade ba kwa ye tie ne say senior house mistress and I'm say headmaster no omo shop omo ton paint enti nkwara ne ba ne atwahye mu say obi ankoto paint mra na school dan e be painti enti kro no so no wokọ no ma ho na abeto paint no na imagine say school baako na ya placing nkwara 800
obi anto paint
bucket baako eba omo gia
no masada kogu shop
no masada kogu ni shop no ono wato anya mfaso sekan enkwara omo do secondary schools no obi enu ode kotokuru kese no na edo nti bisa ho se sekan na ya na eje nkwara
adam bisa se nenu nti ne ma gine de dada na we
omo gia
no matter
ebebre na o farms nti omo gia
ora ko
baby oye na na adwuma efo nti mpanimfo mfa wo ani hwe prospectus ankwara na ekọ school a first year ye de ma wo mo
obi se mahama kancha ban so review ni pay no the salary de man no anu na de edika
na second issue a me person mpanimfo hwe eye computer placement no eduru ho no mo a eya na eye a bit chaotic ebi on man kwara no bi ho mo nya omo placement nti bo se so omo nkoboa no wo baabi faako
omo ya self placement
mesresen company fo betimi a omunyi sa self eno na di human factor ne bemu no na afi nkofo ogigi sika no enko munyi sa human factor ne nyedai enfrim na placement nka before omu be release placement no omu make sure say abofra bi anya school eno de enya de utu school mu hono mu a untimi sesa no basa oma say obi a benya opportunity so obekwa akosesa na sa chaos no be dey ebeto aso now yenhwe ye ka issue about education your 4 cardinal points access in terms of access your geographic access say school ne be ben abofra no na watimi akọ because abofra bi ho a baby otie say school no emben na onbeso obekwa awofo no bebere empesa ena ye wo bibi ti say acceptability how acceptable is educational de mamofra no nti textbooks how timely any it me release textbooks. The last one I make a cost when say obetima ko si school dan esi obi mfichiri say wontimi ntua car oma inti cost very important and on na free education aban afa inti me ya no mka say free education buy no ya compromise quality since when is it because they say obi abe ko binti na say ya compromise quality na
nipa na doso
the first nipa doso na nkire say ya compromise quality o yenhwe other areas na say ye were teacher for ye were classrooms ye were textbooks eno ena betimi aka say ubetimi agina so aka say e bia quality e dey e ko form ba say obi aba e ko bi achenkwa metiwe mi free adanse asokwa adanse aboabo senye secondary school ena me koe ena mitimi to asoko ye mi PhD ni ade anka
ka utwabe
enka untimi mfrɛ me se me metena ha ena no pay
azabe wa fa second ko fo ma be tete ozai
sa na ade ba ko se hye no so se free education no sabri ye huhu mfa so
na be
e betimi di 10 years because nkwara na e ko se si ya no yenim so mo ko secondary school ba ye mo 10 years obewie obeto aso ebeduru ba bi na fe na mfa so ne dey eba me no mi retama na ko secondary school no ne yenim say some years to come ye beba beduru this stage a ye betimi nya this platform no enti mayen hwe se si a say na oman ni nisika achenkwa mi bisao sa wo yo ba tan na odo obabeko school eni say odi sika no betontoma
Obabeko school obabeton 20
die hin ena obechusu fa obabeko school
obeton 20 ma dacha
me maame anti afia da kwa oton ne ntoma ne ewo mefuo e wa danse aboabo na batu mi ko university ye ton eme no so what I say because me papa wu ye na me o JHS me wie JHS me tena afie 2 years Accra ye frɛ ba bi Sodom and Gomorrah konkoma matena ho no maton toothpaste any toothbrush me na me come through because me wie JHS no na mo ani ba bia and I saw myself say betimi akọ school atwaso besat semani amre ankotena Sodom and Gomorrah teshinwa matena ho aboshu shine me yisumi antina me bo bia no
papa you fearless
yes enti me ka no kra na kire me mfere so se me ka no radio so
ebetimi am obi so de so ya
motivate obi na obi a wo ye hiani ba wo ye hiani na ote akura bi ase na se ye hwe wo ba ema na obegina ho ka kire wo se free education ya ono ne ma egu abruchiri ne ma se ye ka se ye ntue sika pepepepia obetimi de ne ma
because ye aso ne tua nika
sa na ene ya ye hwe oba free ama onu nhu so mfa so ma ho 10 years Mrs. ya me maame efiada kwa wo chen so ye bosumi adwuma bosumi no nso kura no ofrew
me pay ni mai
e wo so de koma no because why dey
atone me
sa e dey ahwe school watimi akọ university masters phd nti wo ye adwuma ye frew doctor untimi mai koma ne wo maame sa pepepe na wofo a wo hwe me e na anopai se ye hwe oba school ama wa e wo so hunu se mfie du mienu achi because me started secondary school 21 years ago and I call secondary school some years later they say me mama wa emre wonya ho mfaso enti oman Ghana yenhwe secondary school se obi aba be kobi because ye man ho 10 years a minia ebeduru baby politician bi mekan mi se sia mitiwe se politician bi ekoye rally a obetimi abre mi t-shirt se mini akire nkokonto ama no
David
ontimi
ofele okra
obeferi sa pepepe na wo se make sure say ebusua bia efie bia obia ye educated ewo ho eduru ba bia na US omo to aba wote de ekoso ewo ho Ghana hanum ye to aba de ya na esisie no ebi na wo advance no adentia obia ye enlightened nti ebeduru ba bi no unya obi nkoma na t-shirt unya obi nkoma na emu bag so onto aba ma what I say, anti free education na ye kano ye besere
right
me dia me consensus and am reason first see ye say ye hwe bibia ye hwe headmasters ne headmistresses no omu suban any list bia omo de man kwara no omo hwe ne mpanimfo mfa omo na anye dai ensi form because a good policy be wan hwe ya mpanimfo e de da no no suban ne nioma bi omo ye bese no enti wa wo hwe me mitiwe medin kaka menya na ahugunu so achinkwa but 15 years down the line nyame aya adom fa so abaso enti owofo a wo hwe me enkotena ba bi ma politician na onu owo sika obetim de ne ba ko school bia na busa ho se me a me politician ne kasa a kire me no se ye kasa me a me nkotua me ba no school fees a anso metimi atua na me ko secondary school mi krom adanse aboabo number 2 2001 na kroni mu nyina ye ne ko secondary school ne ye 4 2001 ye ne ko secondary school
aboabo number 2
adanse aboabo number 2 ntina me bo krono ne ye nipa 4 2002 2003 and a 4 beka ho ma ye 8 enei along the way na nse na fe abofo no ma no etiase because me ko school nyame ye madom me pass na makoy university afi wo ba ho no mo a na wo fo ro kasa o mutie sesi a wo kokrom ho no mo a
obi akọ school
ofie bie mu enti de bia wo ko ho no na no mo kasa obi timi fro doctor eya abrafie na ne me be me kasa na school no ka on tiase no hunu se aha na wo nso wie na wie aboabo Methodist JHS so what I say ebubu ama say o masifu from a class and am tell you ebubu say yesifu from
agwaze me kuro ba chire ma
enti say ya nhwe ye achenkwa say school there school ho mfa so enti say wote ho me de da bia me kam say wote ho na wo ma ho kwan na politician be ka kire wo say e be ka kire wo say enyo no nko a onu ne nkofo bebre eka obi ohono mo a onyina nim so ye politician but asema or make submission or chance or ye frontline politician
but I say
free education 10 years 15 years Ghana ebinya ho mfaso
Dr. Enoch owo he champon ene ne din ena wote ne ka na Lawrence
munia
kwa wa education mo kra so your education or investing
David
okay
David manye bi
question kama your education is
Ura Mahama Okasa in hot capacity.
As former president and leader of NDC.
Nimi enu nyina combine.
So no say make us a fact better because obon dia ajenkwa ono beje free ayim obon dia sa no moka.
Well, the entire mbusa asase no. Of Heno from the former president aspect. And could ni locus crass or can't free education was it.
Sound.
And I Osher as flag bearer or leader of NDC in Sua. Next year fan say politics now no in Tienga. Oh, Namahama name will condemn. Ghana for us sonashe and ye who baby are freeba. Our president had the bureaucrat flags.
Oh,
my president had the bureaucrat flags.
Sebia name soon.
Okay, a insua in I benum. Na say insuo e na onum wie e na okasa sesa ye nyina beti ase
den ewum
mimi de minim de ewum
dan ne ewum a
ono enenim de etu me hu de ewum wie a ansa na abetuyefo e o free education ho. You can't tell me say Adria we hear more than 20 adverts against it.
Lawrence Bebel
now you
flags no kwame din kra bi ne de ne nsuo ne wum
kwame din kra de
o me producer din kra
me say o de emfa no nsuo hansa meme de enya kwame din krenti na mba ha yemfa no se o de ono no be bataman mahama ho de awan here na program yi
e be fe
ye be si
adin crime nim bia ya na
menka sa
okay what are be so ye
but the make can say ye kasi ye fa mahama serious a Ghana ye bebre former president yen hwe niam bia o ye fa free education also the see dying will be so the free education beba we hear more than 20 adverts against the policy and you thought say it will never materialize. It Ghana for embungu to the extent say semiti we na minua doctor atoka achemia you are telling me say adie bia de be ma free bia kra enye papa na meti we bia me yusutiko me denya na me birthday ni abre me Mercedes Benz C300 and you are telling me say enye papa so I should go for mitiko na mitwi no. But this is the manner no more kasa asem no eche Ghana for so esoy ehunu ehwe no mu hu say sebi ensem na o kan ensem hunu tiyemma ono no enko gina nchen nad ne ye ode saa enema we bebre no yasom. You told us say free nye but now ko school Achimota secondary school uja ho no bes no ko sirem free education nene mimi nya ho na mako free ni bia o be ka chem say yin review nko sen eno na yekoka omonti ase o ma yehu say ade ne nye enti o ka yin review dia automatically you are telling us say oba ube ye free ho eno ne ye understanding of who review say ye the policy ne ba ne ka ye review a ida si ye hyemu kena anase ye de niema bi a ese na fata say wo say ye de ka ho ebe ka ho na wo a o ma ho maachi now be catch see in review there na say you are telling us say oba automatically but still that so air out say o dan na wo see ye no eno na free education for na dey ekum nearby no she amfa amanka sa dan na 23 asesen na wo see ya wo betwa Ghana for ntro say wasi over 2 over 100 no kasamre no kaka enwuram yenko hwe infrastructure na nado dankwa Akufo-Addo one ba omia omasi me de bia me de KSTS example you start a double track and I say school you
double track that's all
to me nyini say ho di eni ho di ntia eni ho no ma mentrem double track ne by say omo aye for free education you categorize omo red gold and green say system na ye run ne ye say mo amoko first year no mu nyina mukobom house the second year for amakwan but double track no was the first year for na moko no en ya chim e bi ko first e bi ko second e bi ko third red gold and green but this time round no mu nyina mukobom at once it to me double track no in ho that was what it was meant for but sa system no every honum but and also interest free education na buy no any challenges Ade bia mfiti ase no challenges near day. Oh honum. Na minim se all bano. All beka kire se yenhwe ne yenye ho bibi no no de bibi atopono so se enema sei ene ye de tu anase ye de ka ho a ebem na konkan. But you bring nothing on board, but you tell us say yenye review. Yenye review ade no so nyo na de buy. Nti ye nim die nim se SNF fata no ye pese ye ya. Me hwe ne so ne yenye de yenye. Free education emma no hwe ehawa na awofo ekom. And will be back say, me cry free education about so kwa bill and the mau prospectus alcoto and near my alcoto. Fine, and near man cosro, but school fees no so esa kahwa, send and kebedru. Send and calbitia. On to my do send and calbeton and san wet makutia school fees. And no cotton church here security system recruitment at what level of education any found crown. You fa omo wie secondary school. And this will tell you say obi a se nyankopon ye na dom no waye na adwen say opese okọ school nko a no nya free education ko nko a de a adwuma sem ho enye den a ebi be de ebe so ne so.
My name is Mahama Kenneth. I'm a Nodna, and I'm always surprised at the way former president always on free SHS. Now that Nodness are feeling free SHS, if I were to get free I would have been a doctor now. Former president should stop talking about free SHS.
Wonim yan kotepa akwasiase boaja ni enkohwe awofo bi a sebi ne bawie GSS wo anya school fees nti one ne ba ne kofa yen twam mfi o mesin kodwa so
asante achudwa so.
Yes, ni enkohwe sebi enkora bi a omunimade onye so omunimade but because of school fees or the beto aso akọ secondary school nti
na be free champion na muramura akra dudwa so kra na bia na uskana sa
yenko adwira na aya na eye amanfo binum se school ni nyina eye kru kasiem kuma senkran nti me maame e wo store odwa kasiem obetima hwe ne ba edie nti na ye ma sa parent no akutua eba no aku free education basi ye kasi ye dwene sa na ema no so a the most populated areas are the deprived communities. Edie na ya dwene asa afasa ankrofo no omo a omo ni access to day monetary activities kakra ebeko no botom obetima save bi e de ahwe ne ba no future education na we nyina achi na na medwene ho se ye nuanom NDC for so obi ko school a na ye omo ya
sanity
mama nchiro mu se onimi se uko school a you can read between the lines inti se dru si ye kotoa ba esan se wotimi ready na ote ase enti no ubo se sebi ensema omo kan ye nsem hu ontoma omo typical example o hwe ye tertiary institutions in Ghana about 90% ye to aba bia NDC elusu o sa campus no say ye constituency a den say sa constituency no NDC and ebe win as parliamentary seat. The only time a ebe happen is say enkra ne makwan so ekofia samre no community na to aba nti no sebi a school for na amakwan akono omo to aba enema NDC epigem na ohwe sa na ma we nyina this you tell you say amount for dodo no eko school no eya omo ya edi nti na wo say ba sa wo anya free education wakobi unia bi ekobi na eya oya na we nyina echi no say ye involve private sector tertiary education a ye nyina ayekoi ya public one and your private one igina wo nipa no eso na wo choose say me pese me call public one and I say me call private one ye nyina ye nso ye nim say private ones in school fees boarding inti no escafo ma na ede eko if you think say me ba epeso call private school a edi nti na wo say aban na be so asen ansa me ho aban na provide ne dia onim so betima ye amawo awofo no
to over say wontimi free education nya co private but I say they did the Lawrence Ejako Okawa na Kasadema party e was antimantema say ho Spanish 3 powers combined Spanish gingo capsules Spanish garlic mesha na face Spanish garlic capsules said we me ansa unya bia boa pa wafu sadia bam ebenane bema immune system na akosoro ama hodia bam ebeto abidro bia benya biato 0266 114111 na duro no onye biato obempon
I think I'm the CP. NDC. Among you could Ghana's bedding. Pa. Now, a baby, I am. We know podcast MPP ni bit to me.
And then
it is about the matters of MPP and be in power. Me are very passionate about it. In the party more, I think I said you may be enquire ya na ha me pa because obia we are right thinking person bia what nasia na wo hwe ne ma utim say MPP ba power e bo man no e bo o man papa say free SHS aban yi di bai minia ye ne a ye religious no me believe say a tool of salvation. Free SHS is a tool of salvation. Yeah. Chinese for Wasimbi. Almost say, if you want to plan for a year, grow rice.
Grow rice.
Rice. If you are planning for decades, plant trees. But if you are planning for life, educate the people. Imamiensa. In the about education,
as all planning for life.
A life affair. And you can't train now. Well, see, Nimdia me mind yenti or best say one. Now, how do you get the knowledge without education? Me we school a crew from Madansia crew. Crew a friend of Manchim. Yeah. Not me papa doko ko. Our crabby as a fro dampayaso.
Ewa dansewa.
Ewa. I think ye sorry on pa ye nante 3.5 miles near ba from abe school.
About Vabro.
Ye mami mu nyane anopa be because 3.5 miles no na ye nante a it take 1 hour 30 minutes.
There's also 50 bears at 5:30. Yeah,
inti by 4:30 to 5 no ne nyane ye start no sabe na mo be 8 years. Na bi mu kura o 5 years. Na no petutu ne nyane ne ye siesie ye ho. Na ya no bode achechele e de ahya wonsem. Enti wu kono na wudi ko ye bedu baabi na kwani mu nsu ayili wutimi fa nsu no na wo nyina afọ wo bedu school mu kwa na wo afọ na me pass it through that ordeal na me wie JHS na me nya aggregate 6 asma me kan ye me ntam kese pa na me nya aggregate 6 na me ni obi a wo de me beko secondary school sika ni fia ye de me ko school ni mu me ni obi a me nya aggregate 6. Those days no nya na omutimi oh ehon baby na me hye no na nya is a class pass question kwa benya bia kan ye wofa na ye ne teacher ni bi etimi di pass question mionu mi ense bi betre but mission ade nya gige 6 na me tifie school bia me apply ye bia ye twerɛ me se memra na me tifie me sorry me timi hye dem suaa na ade aboa me ni se those days ni nyina no na me nyame asem de me mfa ni agro. Inti me Bible na esemi nkran na nyum tufo bi abonyu bi that time no osi daddy kedi osi onye madi pa bi akademu sika mu ni bi nti madi papa bi akademu kedi e meka sei na obi ehumi mobo oma me ka sei me de ohia gumani masi o na metisa phrase no ohia nti madi pa bi akademu na me aggregate se shadema mitimi susa se enya Bible na me kan na me bompa ya anka mitinyum ni bia anka mebo kam mabrabo be say every that stage anka metwetwa bi but na empire boni nyame asem ntino na sa ni ma no menye mitimi su enti bria ba we ba ya odi free stage ba e ba ye no me de metia na me hu de menye na
exactly so bi kan bia fa free stage no wa ya na ba bia obo bi
de omuka sorry for omuka nyina de omuka kosie ni se
yentwam
ebi mu betimi atua ndi emu omutua me ka se ora na po town no wasi ya bia kwaya to wo ye parent now pese utua bia ye beti nobody paid 1 Ghana cedi e di nyasa abani si wo sika betimi atua kwa mentua wasi wo betimi atua bia wo de ba ye beti mahama me on the ministry se ne e course can school apostles of review no omumu hwan ana akwasa media me ba metimi atua enti monje abani si kwansa ubetimi atua mentua ubetimi atua even all the donation bi krako say Ministry of Education misika ni monfa mo free SHS yebeti emu amenya ni monfa mo a yebeti when na sorry omom so mo sika eyo mo yese ene wo mo ma dada ma no ehiafo be emebia be frem to mo ntiase no omo problem anu no say me buy dada bank kwa achimota ene ye de obi fi otwen be wiate ni mpabo ato ahi woni me bana ete one classroom. That's their problem.
Ene hell mo.
That's their problem. They can go to hell. Yes. What do you say? Ghana nye omodia
onam ne friend senior
omani nye omodia o enti achinkwa adia na ado aye no na ado papa we ewiase we no obia why say Paul ashashie na otimi say ono na persecute Paul of the apostle Paul of the Bible
ya chirem na Friday.
What do you say? Na MPP we were 2000 ye ba ben mo me gidi ye say onyankopon Ebagana no join party or join MPP. Now me believe we say onyankopon MPP ni. In 2000, yeba Paul unim nyuma e de buy.
Obromo fuaja.
Ewade kasa. Ewade kasa ni e de buy power. 2016, you see the battle is the loss. Ni e de buy power. What do you say? And the party ni de nyaminsa wa party ni enti me say me transe. So this party, I tell you, some of us, we are ready to die for this party. I think once I make and you may be a mouth for go because of MPP. A bit Jew. Nenyaminko. Ebi a maybe a benyakwa better than a make count. It be mutiti baby a party in Tiamani or Mufemono.
Me try say, Naman for the Banny Bin make kaya. Well, I say, Mamma Koya from 3 registration fee.
Okay.
When you to us.
You see. Until the Abani
1,015,000 cities. 1,015,000 cities. When you Bianco.
What do you say? 23 years now, I cannot. The energy assembly say Ghana for so Adiatum. Ghana for Adiatum. In fact, ya by the Amayanko position. Our last election, no, I have free SHS. Because they are no men who covered no, I see I done it than in your man. Free SHS energy a buy race.
Okay.
Enti review for the Omo fan tonchen. Yando se NPP ni betumi aye. Ajenkwa nsem bi ha me.
There.
Nsem bi ha me pa. Anura I was able to be here on Friday. But anura me ba I thought say yesterday was Friday. Me ba.
Every Thursday
no Franka and edin kem no mo se me to ka ba me be pack ha enti Frank mo don fi se bia me twam na ma ba around
to ba na so aba
enti me ya na make us na time na program no be ba so say say we do to Friday we am say ye
then how can I tea
achenkwa
me ma 2 minutes for can nyina
no unti ma me 2 minutes achenkwa yeto aba oko parliament ya 50-50 137 amount for taking a raw you believe in spiritual things no it was not for nothing and this if was MPP for wiem says I no more can you think I wiem are we not smart enough say at least me to omu anamiensa na ekwaye pepepe na to die otwimu die si wa parliament no me interpreting say a boost for the MPP to break the 8 because 2008 about one so near majority in parliament it's easy to be complacent. This is the time I was say a party no yet me who and was even a party in opposition me who say the air coso our palm even the speaker is an NDC I was say a encouragement mind na etimi Kenya the esino I was say you boost to be na erase every sort of complacency na boy my tutu and you may near the break the 8 but achenkwa we cannot break the 8 on a silver platter. Me pesa party ni be fan break the 8 break the 8 na Mahama and the NDC ebenya kwenya assign the aba power world price afford right let me tie expert be or say nanka Ghana within this week anka price of fuel betimi drop at least 5%
by currency
but the currency has eroded it. I will not agree personally at this time. Say, CD no air follower. Now Beka me say, Putin war. Let me see the air follower. I will not accept it. The management, the managers of that, the currency, the Bank of Ghana governor, the finance minister, they must set up. They must set up. Ajenkwa your party where your party at this time no say offer infrastructure party ni ya dia papa we acquire bani ye schools are OC now at such a difficult time from 2020 now still abano area hard infrastructure abani bomodin
right
but say ya me fan say me fa economy a baby me fan say a computer your computer hardware and the software. No matter how beautiful and how nice the hardware component is, the software no and computer become useless.
Okay.
Now economy no your software aspect currency depreciation is a major factor. And inflation and I'm 31% and above. Those people should sit up. Egypt governor no resign. Among former the pressure man resign. Abaning tears at the underground, people are not okay. The finance minister is tired. He must go home. He's tired.
And I'm our pressure.
The man is tired. The finance minister, the governor. I thought that now would see commentary on the some of our people say things as if they are the monopoly of wisdom, and I hate it. Young Tinaho Emma MPP and opposition. Young Penny. What do I say? The people are crying for reshuffle. Why not giving them?
But that's your
point. Mommy, 2 minutes. Initially, you know, me speak if you. I say, I came here Thursday taking it as Friday because of this thought. What do I say? Oko Bible ma.
What's saying?
There was a time when Yankopon di Israel so. At the point the people say, no, God, we want to elect our own governor, president. Ye person ni nya hene. Ewade ka che Samuel say, anka nya me pene say Israel fo benyo mo hene. But some of mine ka dia meya ma. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Underground there, people are crying, say, let there be a change. And you cannot
deny
your
them.
Excellency, you cannot deny that. You are a blessed man. This is a president that was in National Cathedral. I'm on mine. Papa way also a henimu ni fie yes nana nyame shraw abroso. Yeah, the man per maya, we can't afford to go to opposition. Let the Minister of Finance sit somewhere. I can tell you on authority. Say about the money, yes, Baumia the leader of the economic team, right? But yet not table when say yeah to a minor general. Baumia component no. And yet enough. Oma Baumia coin, this is my advice. Oma Baumia coin, no any finance minister. Oma no kwan no appointed governor. That you read the BC Ghana.
So your president or your vice.
Miss Oma no coin.
He take instructions from his boss.
Oma no coin. Is in another the obey more money bia why you see a 2024. What do I say? Yes, sir, Nana. Oh, make a change. That is a phone on your mama.
Right.
On ye.
The name of Paul from Paul Emmanuel, or a member of communication team, Central NPP. At him, the problem is not free SHS. Some people are afraid of the future elections and they don't want a here for children to compete with their case. They want their case to be on top all the time. Compare JJ, Esedun Ketia, Okujato, Bra Sami Photo, children to Mame Ama Dapa, and Code Wodu. Right, your friend Mr. Usu, enter your pon, no. Paul. Kakra bi pebesi ma penny enko.
Yeah, best man. I think that when I meet people at party ni da o makuma so na omo kasa dispassionately. Sa no aya na manage. Wetin say sa nipa no say wo suma no a the party's interest and obekwa akoye no sa pepepe. And I think we all share those sentiments. What you say? But yeah kan say no. Na me no NDC forum do ma no betutum bi na na mehi me ma ade bia na NDC ni di na no tumpe na me nya anya kura. What you say? Ha so mo na ebe kire na change finance minister ni sa no de na me info. But say there say we hwese ne anema no a at least we should invite new ideas. Where Justin Kodua ye koto aba na me wodwomboadu. But see na ye to about Justin Kodua ba ye no. So we MPP platforms so a enema dane. New spirit bi abehye nkrofo mu se afedie meye adwuma. And na social media for na no mo de back friend say Justin Kodua no. So mo sa tisi mu say de kwa back no 2024 a done deal for us.
Right.
And so reshuffling is anema no. Ade abedu
Oseba.
Was say eba na din Kenya sunku bi ba. Because amanfo bi so share kire dodo. I am more playing we no a they can display.
But I say Paul, but I say Doc.
Minia.
Quick, simape yanko. Yanko. Right. Mofa the other mic hanti yanko enima ha.
Minia, me da say say yakeka bebre na anopedia make can say medium I'm still on the education.
Okay.
Seminia. So you all for na anope wo hwe me. Na se ye hwe oba school amano free a mesrew. Enkas emu bi mekanche say free education enye 10 years time. Enfaso beba. Ukọ adanse asokwa. Da bia pani bi ho no ye candy for. Da bia kan o say crash ni bi ani adanse asokwa. Onim de ntia nkofo nko school nkuru no bebre because ohia wo enti ha adwene enti mesre Ghana ni bia wo hwe me a oba ye hwe ni free amount enwene enei de ubedie ma ho 10-15 years na me warehye mu se emfaso bi be dey ebe paso ebedu no waye mmere na afi wo ba no e na ebehwe wo
Medasi Lawrence
Minia
oni asenbia Lawrence
se nyame ye wadom
Father Lawrence
Nyankopon ye wadom na se sebi unya o mampanyini papa na ne botaye ne se Ghana ye import driven country tinisa antino me introduce one district one factory tiensi enyuma bebre said de be ya your production level ebe increase na your production level so increase ya exporting more yent me exporting poa de ye import no eso beti isan said de ye produce wa ha no ya ye di ya de eno ene kandifu a odwene ehwe kan Ghana a import driven country automatically it tells you say your foreign currencies are ye de kwa bonten no more ene na ye nyina yenso ye behe digitization ti obi wa brochempo na or send us car first no obi ba na the hard currency say euro je koma me maame no crash sika na bedru krum ha na makosesa but this time round the money is not coming or to hon kwenkwen wa no mobile money nti ye nya hard currency no kakra na e wa ha se ne nso eno nso ye mumu kwa ye be transfer I'm not go through the system. I'm a taxi yen suntino. Yen pennies ha. Yako black market. Yakoto dollar. Yakoto euro. You go your bargain. Me do airport. I know answer custom ni no. To one also check system no. Emma and nema sikawi ni kwa se me de 2 coin no. On one check it. Me man $50. Me man €50. It be $100,000. Eshe me hon puwa na me de ko. Insane ye meni nyina automatically enya effect. Your currency so it's your hair depreciation level na sa niema no na ekoso sa de to so mienu na me no ka say covid ebaye 2020 covid ebaye ye call lockdown China omo visa section Ghana omo close no So the issuance of visa and kenne e was say me ko China e ko fa nema e de ba no I can't go. The akwa say I will be forced say mefa agent oye China ni e o China.
Wow that.
Ono ne order ma me no 1 mituanika agent fee. 2 enka me kwa meko factory straight. Makosi Guangzhou. My factory and I said bus and I said my fat plane eco EU. Ako factory straight. Makucha neman at a lower cost. This time round, it's not my fat agent or China nino. Or no kucha a boor or no need determine mamma and the factory price. Ti afe near man is a baby drew as na my cost of living is a cost row. Into your best Ghana for say COVID na de BIA can say a soon so and a dear drew say no. And yes, ye can say aqua. Ye nema ye importi bebre na ye nya ho kwan enko fa ma na emum o man foforo so na o enkrofo foforo na ede nema no ebre na ma sa nema no ekoso nti e be sere o munya abotre man na adodan kwa ekufo ado ene baomia enhihye ye pa o mode egu akwan no ye gidi se sa nema we nyina eto be
but I say within the Lawrence Ejako or reposo de ye wi on yawie
oh just a minute
minute in a 60 seconds minute no
enra na metie host oheneba was your frefre enkofu bi se ejankomo mbetio niema akoso wo mo constituency ofre minister bia ebi mo ka che no
I was say 2020 omonya
we mo sa
ahafo no mti sa 3 regions ne mu baako
Omoni a problem.
Mati.
What do I say?
Right. Full sauce. What do you compare a brand tier capsules in Binabo Memano? Hey, a qua. Udunumbi a bopa. Maybe at me equa pharmacy biato. And it told the old brass of 0257 0309 62 0256 399 546 na bibia kama classic ointment no ya de besra ama ya we de na timi ato so etia bo ama we de no etimi aye kama o de kwa pharmacy bia obenya bi ato 0544 791 600 0500 799 433 na bibia aye kama na ayo birthday happy birthday akosua eja poma we efri nana boache ena ode ebait akosua bia obia no happy birthday. So ana ye listener bi de bia already one for show eni agrokra one also ene eye birthday e dey at the Darlington Methodist Faith Healing Hospital ena wa Darlington ne wa woda happy birthday enko enfa emaye pejemu na ya the Muslim e da baba to so no achi madwuma ebo dubaku no so beba King Frank baba tenase na odmadwuma